Hello. Hi. How's everybody doing? How's the world? I'm exhausted. Woke up early today, went to a place, and they told me I had to leave and come back tomorrow. So I'm waking up early again tomorrow, and I'm not excited about that. So I was like, oh, I'll end stream early so I can go to bed because I slept for like 2 hours yesterday. Uh, and I'm like, okay, I guess I'll start a little bit early then, because I'm ending early. So, you know, get a little bit more stream time, because I want to get through more of this game. I think this game is rad. I like this game a lot. It's super cool, and I wanna beat it. I want to be the best person at this game in the world. I want to look more at this title screen, too. Play more Get in the Car Loser. It's a road trip RPG. You're running around, you're equipping gear, you're hitting monsters? I feel like they had a specific name for them, but I don't remember. There's the machine, and I don't think they're machine devils. I think there's only one big machine devil, and then there's the machine devil cultists who are Nazis. And we're gonna go kill the machine devil before he resurrects, or when he resurrects. The timing is a little bit off. Oh, I assume we're gonna have to fight the machine devil. It's an RPG. That's how it happens. But we're gonna have a fun journey getting there. That's what matters. I just figured out how leveling works. So now my character's level 3. But, you know, it's going. We're having a great time. I do want to turn down the volume of the game a little bit. As much as I like all the sounds this game makes, I also like being able to hear myself talk and think. So I don't know how progress is measured in this game. I assume it's like the kilometers we've done. We've done 322. I also think that we've paid for gas. I want to say we paid for gas. I'll double check. Yeah, we're fine. We're fine on gas. Also, we're almost out of money because I spent it all getting to level 3. And I can't talk to my friend, so we'll just head out. We'll just leave. We're fully healed. We bought our trinkets. We filled our gas tank. And we can go remember how to do combat. Most of this game is still visual novels. But, you know, that's cool. I love that. But we can go fight 3 foes over here. It's just to remember how to play this game. Oh, they got off on us. We're 2 levels ahead of these guys, so we just immediately murdered them. And I'm very into that. I hope there's a way that this game is like, oh, if you're enough levels or ranks ahead of an opponent, that you just insta-kill them. That's my favorite thing in RPGs. Oh, I got a road story. How do I check my road stories? Equipment. If I click on one of these, will I see the road story? I think we have everything equipped. Okay, maybe if I keep looking at it every day, I'll figure out why he liked it so much. Ah. Each of the items has a fun little story that goes with it, and I'm very into it. We have a few 3+ gears, but we don't have any 4+ gears. Which is what we're striving for right now. Our 2+ gear is essentially just rank 3 gear, so it doesn't matter if we change it. We just need to wait till we get enough 2+ gears to actually, like, equip our stuff. Huh. I feel like I had done all of these beforehand, but I guess maybe I didn't. I didn't switch these out. Can I view this? RB, view details. Her doomed pinings for the classmate who is far too innocent and perfect for her prompted her to try and take an indirect kiss from a stolen water bottle. Sanitized by the vodka her crush had been secretly hiding in it. Isn't that a fun story? Yeah, let's keep on the road. Next stop is gonna be the same thing for this so we'll just stop there and kill him. Hey Grace, you still awake? Okay, cool. Guess not. Well, she's had a longer day than us. Oh, the whole sword heist thing, right? Yeah? So hey, I want to know more about you. I mean, I know it sucks when people ask that. I don't know who can, like, drop their whole life story on command, right? Seriously. But, like, you're a huge mystery to me. Cool, I try to cultivate an aura of mystery. It's absolutely intentional. If you truly shared in my soul, you'd fall into an endless abyss of no return. The world can never know. That is goth as fuck. It is a bullshit as fuck. Nobody can know my true soul because if they did, they would die of boredom. Well, I feel that. Well, let's get in a fight. We got healers over here, so we'll target them first. No. This should be fine. It doesn't matter if we like heal up at the end of combats because it uses temporary healing. Gotta lower the volume again because sometimes it just fucking amps up quite a bit. There you go. But yeah, at the end of combat, you don't keep the HP restored. You have to like spend items to actually restore HP out of battle. But we're gonna fight these foes anyway, so doesn't matter which way we go. Because you can switch between these three. Those are all the mechanics I remember. Probably not true. I mean, you can't prove I'm wrong. So not the bare your true soul on the first date kind of girl then. Oh yeah, we also have these. I've never gone on a date, no. I would die if a girl even smiled at me. More of a noble path of solitude kind of girl. Haha, what's a date? Funny joke. Sounds scary. Only one way to find out. Haha, don't be rowdy. Be more like a heroic. Yeah. Walk the noble path of solitude, except for times that people drive up to me and tell me to get in the car, I guess. While y'all were partying, Sam was studying, I guess, sorcery? I think she's a sorceress? I think that's the word they use in the game. Not the blade for sure. He does not do damage. So you're single then? Yes, I am single. I am extremely single. Oof. Okay, this time we actually have to focus down the squid. Do not falter. Just stab. The combat is also one of those new RPG stagger-based ones. I've been playing Tales of Arise a bit in my spare time. That's also stagger-based, but I'm also playing it on the hardest difficulty, and gosh, that game is a nightmare. We'll stop at the shrine. I think we can heal there. I'm so single, I'm like anti-single, like antimatter, but for the concept of being single. If no one ever opened up their heart to me, my anti-heart would simply annihilate all feelings of love with terrifying force. Oh, come on, don't be like that. I have taught particle physics before, and I'm sure it does not work that way. Well, I'm about as terrible at science as I am about bearing my heart, so maybe you're right. I don't know if they're a particle physics, like, I thought they were just a math major. I guess they're a physics major? I have no idea. I also don't remember their name. Have you ever considered being less self-deprecating? I had to go through a phase where I had to learn to stop being so self-deprecating. It was a phase, you know? People get into it. There's genres of comedy where it just kind of was insurgents and you're like, maybe I shouldn't do it all the time. Yes, I've tried. Failing to be less self-deprecating is one of my greatest failures. That's a little something called irony. I think I read about that in a book somewhere. Yeah? No, I've never read a book in my life. I feel that, 100%. Fuck books. Wait, really? Ironically, no. I've read so many books, Sam. So many books. That's what you do when you're a teaching assistant. You read books all the time. I've never known the life. Heal. Save. We'll save about this last one. I feel like I have some things I can equip over some of these, like, but I also don't need to yet. Like, if I want to upgrade this Destroy 2, I need to find another Destroy 2 in this 3 slots, which could be this Destroy 3, which I could definitely use. I don't have a Burned Idol that's high level yet, but I would also want to take this and then upgrade it. So going here. We'll burn some items. Oh gosh, we need that's what the problem was. We don't have enough items to burn to upgrade a lot of things. So we can go through and just set it up so we're gonna have everything set up to be used. Like getting another Ravage water style. Should be anything maybe. Oh, this is Ravage earth, fire, Ravage fire. Elements have not come into play in this game at all. This is also burned idle, which makes sense. And this attack 2 needs to be changed out for... No, this is destroy again. Do I not? Oh, these are attacks. So just put the camera on there. Just do it attack 3. And this destroy 2 will be in this fertility stone. Because we don't have one of those equipped yet. And I want to get the story for it to find out the little details. Yeah. Yeah, let's save. Again, I saved it in the wrong spot, but it's fine. That's why you do backup saves, in case the PS2 disc does not work properly. Yeah, we're gonna go fight. We're gonna go fight this foe because I need cash. Oh, big squid. I don't remember having to wait a 4-second cooldown to start off fights. Hopefully we can stagger them before we get hit by anything. Nope. I forget to press, when you hit the life button, you have to press X twice or else it doesn't trigger the ability. Like there just now again. No one is allowed to falter in the face of evil. It's illegal. Ugh. Yeah. Another fight. You read books and you tell girls who don't realize they're cool that they need to be less harsh on themselves. Wow, teaching in many ways. Oh, I don't think you're really going off very much information here, especially if you think I'm cool. Like, you're cool, Grace is cool. Oh my god, Grace is literally the coolest human on this entire planet. Grace is so cool that she shows up to tell you she's going to be the new legendary hero, and you're immediately like, obviously. Hi, well, how you doing? How are you feeling off of getting the 69 country streak on GeoGuessr? She's so cool that she doesn't realize that it's possible to look at her once and not fall in love. Okay. Sam catching feelings. And then telling their partner about it. That's certainly a choice. Hashtag nice, hell yeah. Taunt. These things are still kind of tough, and I have to, actually hope to not die. Or at least, you know, not take too much HP damage. I'm certainly not gonna die here. But, like, getting Valentine to be at, like, a decent life total would be good. That's their name, Valentine. I still feel like I'm just pressing buttons in combat, but like, I'm down with that. I like that. Pressing buttons in combat is my favorite thing to do in an RPG. Let's watch this animation again, which is going to be a reoccurring thing in this stream. I gotta switch that Ravage out. Ugh. Thank you for the BuzzFeed quiz recommendation, AOL. We'll do it when we get to the next road stop? Grind stop? I don't remember the name.
It's growing stronger still. A chance to look away has passed. It's fine, baby, you're mine. Ride with me together forever till a new.
Also, once I've situated my trinkets out at the road stop. I was reading some reviews of the game, and they were like, oh, you don't get to Act 2 for a while, so I'm hoping to get to Act 2 by the end of this stream. Because apparently you don't get your 4th party member until after Act 2, and that's kind of like, oh, what's gonna happen? Where's that's when you get your fully fleshed out party, you can actually start strategizing. She's so cool that she's dating you, who is also cool and has a cool car and spends their summer making charitable donations to the Cheer Up a Sad Goth Foundation. Fun fact, Cheer Up a Sad Goth Foundation is actually a corporation, not actually a non-profit. It's fucked up. Sparkly water. I think you gotta be less self-deprecating. It's like a self-fulfilling prophecy. You don't gotta deflate yourself like that. I promise I already like you. You don't gotta make jokes at your own expense to endear yourself or something. It just makes me feel bad, man. It's not fun when people are mean, even if it's to themselves. Just because you're laughing doesn't mean it's funny. Okay. Sorry. Don't be sorry, just be nicer to my friend Sam, okay? I think she's cool. Okay, that's like probably what you're a TA in, right? Being cool, so I guess I should trust your expert opinion here. Here's my expert opinion. Nobody in the world is cool. Everyone's just pretending. True that. Wow, wow. Except for me, I'm very cool. I'm the world's coolest gamer.
There's something in the air, the cloud of dust that trails behind us. It casts into a shape, enough to be divine.
It should be enough to kill that squid.
Don't you feel it ring? All calling from the spirit. It's fine, baby.
Hell yeah.
Ride with me together forever till a new time.
I'm taking some damage. I don't think I need, like, actual stuff, but, like, it'd be helpful. Okay, I'll pretend to be cool. Congrats! Welcome to the club where we pretend to be cool. Population everyone. I'm cool. I'm insanely fucking cool, actually. Except for Grace. How long have you been awake? Not awake, just cool. Okay, great, cool, great, cool. Yes, precisely. Precisely. A word that is hard to be cool when saying, but if you could pull it off, go for it. Big squid again? Yeah, that should be fine.
There's something in the air, the cloud of dust that
Ow,
trails
ow.
behind
Oh, that's not fine.
us. It casts into
The game wants me to start using healing items, and I refuse.
divine suggestion. A blessing from beyond, a plea to something deeper. Don't you feel it ring? All calling from the spirit.
Whoops, I healed the wrong person, but it'll still be fine.
Up to the sky, the starry sea. Whatever with inside and beyond. It's reaching for you and for me. So now,
Hell yeah. Let's go. I like playing this game after playing Tales of Arise for so long and getting my ass kicked in every fight because that game is hard as hell. I also picked it in hard mode because I was like, it can't be that hard, right? I saw other people having so much difficulty with it, and I was like, I can prove myself. I can be the one person who doesn't have difficulty with it. No, I was wrong. It's a hard game. Hubris.
it's fine, baby, you're mine. Ride with me together forever till a new time.
Biggest guns. Hell yeah. And now we just roll onto this gas shrine. Kitty cat. Kitty cat selling candy bars? Cat candy bars? Can I buy these? Hello game, can I buy these cat candy bars, or have you just shown me something I can't buy, because that's a little fucked up. Welcome to Wester Quay, the most beautiful place on the whole holy coast. Wait, really? Just see for yourself. Okay. I thought I was gonna get to like look at a thing. Well, that's fine. What are y'all talking about? Hi. Remember me, your friend? There we go. Hey Sam, would love to chat sometime when I'm not taking a break to make out with Val. Oh, they're not talking. they're up to some other stuff. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna go pray over here. Just gonna go say something to, Bird God? Bird Jesus? Howdy friends, how's the road's been treating you? I would love to refuel. And I would love to see some travel stamps. I do not have travel stamps yet. Buy trinkets. I need... Ooh, Devil Clock, what is this? Nothing yet. Okay, so we're gonna grab these rank 3 items. And I think if we grab 2 of these, we should be fine. To, like, have a fully upgraded set. Let's see what we can get so far. Equipment. Ravage 2, switch this out for a different Ravage. What other Ravages do I have access to? I have access to Ravage Water 3 again. Fantastic. Well, this is Ravage Water 3. Oh, that's a different Ravage. Okay. Perfect. So now we just gotta also upgrade this to Taunt 3. And now we upgrade. Now we upgrade everything. This one first. Destroy 3 up here. Let's upgrade this first. We don't need anything that's not going to be a rank 3 item. Hold confirm to upgrade. A story from some dinner party of another in the villas of Upper Beach, population 200. Sexual imagery has always been an important part of even the most ancient art traditions. Some of the oldest paintings and sculptures we have feature exaggerated genitals. It's easy to impose our culture's values and fail to correctly understand the context in which these works of art were produced. But the simple fact is, if your reaction to art is hee hee, it looks like a pussy. You've just connected with 100,000 years of shared history with every human to ever giggle at a suggestive-looking rock. I will say, I did laugh there. I laughed there because I just didn't realize I was about to say that. I was reading the words and I was like, oh wait. And my mind was like, what am I about to say? I'm reading all the words. And then bam. It got me. And I was like, I need to start thinking. I need to like, at least process it. What else can I upgrade? Nothing yet. I'm definitely gonna need to buy another thing of items, of trinkets. If I buy just a support items, I could upgrade one, but this one comes with one upgrade and enough to almost upgrade a second one. Got another fertility stone. Equipment. Who is currently using a fertility stone? Might just be... Oh, this is... Oh, so these just come with random ones on it, I think, right? No. Like, what are you using for this? Oh, a burned idol. Okay. Attack 3? No. We want... Destroy 3 again with this other... Utility stone plus... There. Ravage 3. Upgrade. Let's burn some of this stuff. Upgrade. Bam, bam. A story from the remains of a lesser Anastasia. Seasonal population peak 86. Many circles ago, this land was once ruled by an ancient king who had a heroic knight by his right hand as his champion. His sword represented justice to all the children of the kingdom, or so explains the most credible theory put forth by the leading scholar of the lesser Anastasia ruins. Today, all our knowledge of the ancient knight comes from a mass grave of dolls burned by machine devil cultists. But if they hated him, he must be good, right? Wait. Oh, okay, so the machine devil cultists hate the guy, and then he must be like a great guy because the machine devil cultists hate him. That makes sense. That tracks with me. We don't have enough to upgrade both of these, but we could probably upgrade one of them. So, up. And then just the rest of these drawers. Bam, bam. And we need to upgrade this exploit down here so we can be rank 4. That's like the most important thing we can do right now. But I guess what we need to do that is to buy support items. But that will just give us 3 of everything. But we won't need the familiar leftovers. We'll just need this. Yeah, this makes more sense. I feel like we get more variety of choices. Never mind, I was wrong. I was completely wrong about that. I think I made the wrong choice because, well, I guess we get a phoenix juice out of it, which is important. I do not remember the buttons I'm pressing. Yeah. We get a phoenix juice out of it, but we don't get anything else. Okay, have we upgraded? Let me check the stories on this. Okay, we did that one. Have we? Check the story on this. We just did this one, I think, actually. So attack 3. That one. Life 3, did we do this? I don't think so. Yeah, we did. We did this one at the start. And destroy 3. Yep. Okay. Did we do water? I feel like water was the indirect. Yeah. Okay. Perfect. Save. Save over this one. Bam, bam. We're out of cash. We spent all of our money here buying trinkets and support items. But now all our characters are rank 4, and I don't know what that means. I just know that it gives us a little bit of a difficulty advantage against enemies. We can fight things that are rank 5, and we can do better against enemies that are rank 4 because the rank you have matters. Like, your level difference matters between things. Like, it gets calculated into, like, the equations. But, for now, let's do this BuzzFeed quiz. Bow. Bow. Go to bow. I gotta swap some stuff around. Swap that there. I like this guitar riff, but it will get to me if it keeps going. So for now, we'll just chill out with some music. Excuse me. Display capture. Bam. There are a lot of underrated animals out there, so let's see which one you are. Skunks have a bad rap, but they're so underrated. I feel like people like skunks. Like, I guess people like raccoons, and I feel like raccoons and skunks are like pretty much the same. I mean, raccoons live in garbage, but I think skunks also live in garbage. I could be wrong about that. I mean, that would make garbage smell worse. I feel like people respect skunks more than people assume they do. Or raccoons and skunks live in the same Venn diagram, and we have just, as a people, just descended onto raccoons instead of skunks, where people have decided to become garbage humans instead of stinky humans. If we had chosen to be stinky humans, we would all be praising skunks and being like, hey skunk, come towards me, come to my home. I'm irrationally afraid of getting rabies from a raccoon, though have recently heard that maybe that's not as likely as it is, but you know, still gonna avoid them for the time. But I would be more likely to beckon to a skunk to come to me than a raccoon, because I can deal with smelling. I cannot deal with rabies. That's a fun fact about me, the world's cutest gamer. Pick a color. Gray, black, pink, green, like a frog. This is interesting because every time we have to pick colors in a BuzzFeed quiz, it's never this palette. It's never gray, black, and pink or green. It's like green, blue, red, and then it's like black or something. It's like some other color. The fourth color does not matter when that thing happens. But now we gotta be like, huh? I don't know. I guess I've grown to like gray more. You know, I feel like gray has value. I guess I just like the kind of industrial, like geometric shapes that usually use with gray, like gray, black, and whites. I was building a a steam, not a steam overlay, a stream overlay. And I was using a lot of gray tones. And I was like, I like the brutalist design. I like what's going on here, and I love it. I did stop though. I got to get back to that at some point. I got a design on my Procreate on my iPad, but I started working on an animation for it, and I'd never done animation before, so it was taking me a long time. It was a simple like rotation. But I guess Procreate's probably not the best thing. I thought there would be like a simpler way to do like a tweening animation on like a Procreate or something. I cannot figure it out. If someone knows, let me know. Anyhow, I'm gonna pick gray. I'm picking the underdog. No one would expect gray. They'd be like green, pink, black, gray. Gray though. Which describes you best? Social, short-tempered. I'm literally a frog. Active. Well, it's none of the other three. I guess I'm probably more short-tempered than I am social. But I'm only short-tempered when I'm social. Makes you think, makes you wonder. Really makes you think, makes you wonder. But I guess I'm always into short-tempered when I go from social. I'm not a frog. Not to my knowledge. I'd be probably more like a toad. I don't know the difference, but like I feel like I vibe more that way. But short-tempered, you know? Pick a letter. A, F, R, S. Ooh. I'm not gonna pick F, because failure. I've learned to avoid Fs, and I've grown to accept that I don't need to get all A's. You don't need that in your life. R is the color of the sea, or the letter of the sea, because pirates. S is literally the letter of the sea, except for the letter C. It's a toss-up between R and S for me, you know? It's not A or F. I feel like it's more fun to roll your R's than it is to make snake sounds. It's not like a great reason to, but you know, it's what I've got. It's the one I've chosen and I'm sticking with it. We're going with R. What's my home like? It's a disaster, it's a trash can. It's like a frog pond, natural, modern, very busy. I'm gonna go with very busy because very busy is the closest to literal trash can and filled with just a mess, just a disaster. Stuff strewn about everywhere. During the 5-minute break, or 5-minute startup time, I went to go do laundry. I did as much laundry as I could in that 5-minute time, and I did a surprising amount of laundry, I think, in my opinion. But that just kind of goes to the whole very busyness of it. Finally pick a rabbit. Definitely this one over this one for sure. This seems like a more stock image of a rabbit. This is like, oh, cute. This is kind of what I imagined a rabbit to be more like, you know? Just like little bunny ears. This one's got too big of ears, and this is like looking out a window. This looks very tiny. Also, this one, no. I love to follow instructions. That's one thing you need to know about me, the world's cutest gamer, is that I love following instructions. There are times where I will be like, no, I will not follow your instructions. This is not one of those times. I feel like this quiz has not scorned me in some way such that I would want to disrupt the flow of it. I'm gonna pick a little cute little bunny over here, tiny little ears, staring out the window at the rain, having a great time. That's me. That's me. These two bunnies too similar. This is just a color difference. But this one I feel. This one I resonate with. Oh! Rat. You're a rat. You're smart, cute, playful, and you also love cheese? Ah, man, I hate this. I hate this so much. Ah, God. Anyhow. Axolotl. You're an axolotl. You're very cute. That's it. That's the whole description. That's a very weird choice to get on this quiz because I feel like axolotls are not underrated. I feel like people really like axolotls. Like, after Mudkip came out, people were like axolotls all the time. But I guess maybe that's died down recently, so maybe... Like, no one would have included axolotls on the quiz if it wasn't for the whole period where axolotls were the only thing around. Exactly, yeah. We resonate, we feel each other, you know. I got a rat, though. And I don't like this. I would have preferred a mouse. Would have preferred neither. But here we are. You can't dispute the BuzzFeed quiz. It is law. I am an underrated rat. I'm alright with that. Thank you for the best food recommendation, Noel. I really appreciate it. Let's pop back into get in the car, loser. Once I find the buttons I need to press. There we go. Ba-bow. I should really figure out how to get my sound to control better. Other people have it so when they go to a different screen, they have sounds just playing automatically. And I'm like, that sounds rad. I should do that. I've not figured out how to do it. There's a whole bunch of stuff I need to do. Oh, speaking of, I did figure out how I would go about changing, like doing that little sound alert system. And I pretty much just have to set up my own web server, which I probably should do anyway. But there's just like so many things that need to be done to get that process to work correctly. There should be a way to do it locally, but like Twitch requires like different levels of authorization for extensions and like applications. Thus that I would need to, so I would have to like do maintenance operations to get it to run properly every time I used it. Where if I did it through a web server, it's more work on the front end. It's like more work on the when you're setting it up, but like easier afterwards. Also, you can get a web server that comes with a database, which will make things much more convenient. Now, to figure out a database that can store MP3 files. That's the Naruto symbol. No, that's actually just a shell. Forget what I said. We're leaving. Don't mention the fact that I said the thing about the Naruto symbols. Hey babe, I got a weird question. First, let's fight these 3 level... Ooh, I'm actually gonna die during this fight, but I might not, and that's what matters. Okay, so these are just normal dudes. This should be fine. Ow. Let's break this jerk patrol up as best we can. I feel like it's not getting my RB input sometimes. But it's probably alright. You know, it's nothing. Hell yeah. I'll do my best to think of an appropriately weird answer. We'll fight these next 4 foes over here because I need cash. I'm low on cash. I had no money. No, nothing like that. It's just, what's your full name? I thought I told you, it's Grace Morningstar. Do you need me to update that in your phone for you? I had this conversation with someone 2 weeks ago where, when do you bring up your last name to someone that you're dating? It doesn't come up naturally. Unless you're like getting a reservation at a restaurant. It doesn't come up during conversation. You have to be like, oh yeah, my full name is blah 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 blah. You want to be like, you wouldn't say that at the start, unless it's like a business meeting. You know? It's strange. I've been thinking about it for a little bit now. I'm probably definitely wrong, and I'm just forgetting about like key social interactions that people used to have before the pandemic started. But that's just me. That's just who I am. No, I already have you in a sweetheart, followed by a sparkle emoji, followed by the sword emoji, followed by the heart emoji with the sparkle on top. Hell yeah. You gotta get the double, you gotta get the heart one with the other heart that's spinning around it, and then the number 100 5 times. Okay, well, I'll allow it. Why do you ask anyway? Oh, just wondering, because like, you're gonna be the next Agi of Roses. You're gonna have an equally cool name, right? It'll be a legendarily cool name. Hell yeah. Okay, we gotta kill these nurse squids in the back. But no, it would be important to kill these squids before they get off to do a whole bunch of dudes. I do. Okay, we should just be able to burst through the rest of them. It's interesting though, the game doesn't like encourage you necessarily to like level up, and you have to do it yourself. Like if you chose not to like go through the trinket buying process, or you just skipped it once, you would be out leveled by a lot. It'd be a nightmare. But maybe the game accounts for that. Like maybe it's only sending me like level 5 foes because I'm like at level 5 now, or level 4 now. I like it because it could either be like the first star you see in the morning, or an ancient scary weapon with a bunch of spikes. Badass and elegant. That's pretty fitting, TBH. Shush, shush. Okay, what about you, Sam? Is Sam short for something? Well, it used to be. Now it's just Sam. Oh yeah, just Sam. The Sam of Justice. Actually, it's Sam Anon. Did you name yourself that? No, it's my name. It's on my ID and everything. Did not choose it. Extremely not a gender thing. You have to admit, it sounds a little fake. You can't say that to somebody. That's their name.
There's something in the air, the cloud of dust that
You can do that if you're like
behind us.
interrogating them. You can't just go up to someone and say, hey, your name sounds fake. That's rude. Oh, I should not have ravaged that right there. That was a waste of a ravage. See, I can go through that animation and still not have be off cooldown, so it's fine. I'm not like slowing down the game by just always hitting the RB. Oh, I got a shrine coming up in 12k, which would be good because I'm getting a little low on health. Like you do a written math question, it's like John and On is driving 120 kilometers an hour while passing a train that's traveling at 200 kilometers an hour or whatever. Oh, or you're on the run from the law and someone just asks your name and you give them a shifty look and they'll just call me Anon. Or Anon. Or you find a body that you can't identify, so they just call it Jane Anon. I know, believe me, I know, I got it. I've lived this life with this name. Personally, my theory is that she's secretly the crown prince, who is also secretly a girl, but adopted the last name Anon as part of her disguise. If I had chosen it, it would be less conspicuous. I can never betray my dark backstory. It's the perfect name for legends, though. Trust me, I'm normally more Anon than this. I'm not allowed to talk about it. I won't reveal my dark backstory on our first date. Let's get a little rowdy. Let's get a little rowdy, you know? It's like I was saying before, I'll never reveal my dark backstory on our first date. Till they sign. Are you sure about that? I bet you'd probably spill even before the first date. Brutal. We got to choose our option only to get roasted by Grace. Only just to get cut in half, severed, eviscerated. We'd be texting to make plans and ask you what time should we meet, and you say, wait, there's something you need to know first. And then I guess you would just fucking no-scope me on the spot. Sam gets it. Sam understands the dynamic that just happened. And it's brutal. You can't say, hey, you shouldn't be self-deprecating when this happens to you on a daily basis. Just getting destroyed. Oh my god, okay, I walked right into that. Why all the questions about names anyway, Val? Oh, just wondering what they're going to be inscribing on the base of all the giant statues of us new legendary heroes. Hell yeah. Let's pray. Let's pray to become legendary heroes. First, let's heal to become legendary heroes. I never want to use my items. That's who I am. I'm still that gamer. Even though I'm playing through Tales of Arise and I gotta spend all my items every fight. It's a nightmare. I feel like I've gotten better at that whole, like, don't spend your items thing. Like, I'll just do it now. I'll be fine. This is gonna be tough to kill all these people, but we're gonna do it. There's 6 of them? Oh, I'm sorry, I got a rat. I'm a rat. I'm let me pull up my rat description. You're smart, cute, playful, and you also love cheese. Not a mouse, but a rat. Pizza rat. That's true. I love pizza, and I'm a rat. Don't love rat, but love pizza. Truly a tortured existence. What'd you get, AOL? Did you also get an animal that's not actually underrated? But we've just decided it is. I don't think skunks are underrated. I know axolotls aren't. Axolotls. If I could spell it, it would definitely be rated. Yeah. Fight. Fight, fight, fight. Fight. No think. No talk, only fight. Okay, this is an easy fight. Ow. I lied. I could see there being like a hey, have two different loadouts. Oh, you got a skunk! You're nice, but when you're mad, let's just say people don't want to be around you. Rude. Also, I don't think skunks are underrated. I think people like skunks. It's just that people like raccoons more. I just think we don't talk about skunks as much, but I think people just generally like skunks. I think they're rated fine. Like, if we had all decided that we're stinky humans and not trash humans, we would all be like, we're skunks and not raccoons. It'd be the vibe we'd all go for. That's, at least in my humble opinion, I found out that's what that's what IMHO means recently. It's not in my honest opinion, it's in my humble opinion. It warped my view. Let's fight 6 level 6 enemies. Let's fucking go for it. We can do it. I don't think my statue is gonna be all that giant, dear. True, short kings. Oh, just a bunch of jerk patrols. It'll be fine. We're gonna get bodied for the first part of this fight, though. I don't know how turn orders work in this game. So every cycle we can kill about 2 of them, and should we stagger one, it'll be even easier. The Ravage will deal more damage to a staggered enemy, I think. Oh. Oh, they're summoning buddies. Immediately. We're truly in an RPG. We're fighting Pool Man again. Hopefully this fight goes long enough we get to hear the sick-ass solo that's in the song. Because we don't get to hear it often. Yeah! See, this is fine because more enemies show up, but we're gonna get more money for it, and we're not losing any health because we already have all this armor built up with the health we've restored. Here it is, the piano solo. That's what it was. I like that the sound changes a tiny bit. Okay. I would like Valentine's pants. I want white jeans covered in roses. I would never wear them. I would be too afraid to walk out in public like that, but I'd like to know that I have them. Much like the Majima jacket that I bought, or the Saejima jacket that I bought, where they both look really cool, but I do not have the authority to be like, I'm gonna wear this out in public. Hell yeah. No, it's too cool. I'm like the guy who's stuck on the bridge in Yakuza 0. Where every time he tries to cross the bridge, people just kick the shit out of him. That's exactly what it's like. All the ones of Adgies of Roses are. What about the one in the art department office? Okay, whatever, you know what I mean. Most of them are. Like, not all of them. I mean, fine, but he's Agi of Roses. He was giant. Obviously, his statues are going to be giant. Yeah? Oh, it's just that actually he was only like 5 feet tall, like 5 even. Short king. Short Agi. Whoa, really? I'm taller than the Agi of Roses? I mean, it was like 1,000 years ago. Literally everyone was tiny. They didn't even drink milk back then or whatever. That's true. They didn't drink milk back in those days. Thus everybody was lacking calcium. And whatever those commercials lied to us about. Gosh, you know what? Gen Z people don't know about Got Milk commercials, I think. The Zoomers don't know about Got Milk commercials. Those were everywhere back in the day, and then they just stopped. They just stopped when everyone was like, I don't think milk's actually that great for you. Maybe, I think he was big because he sealed the Machine Devil for 1,000 years. Legend came after. And that part, it's what you're doing. So you've got this one. You're gonna get a big statue. Okay, we're at low health, but this should be an easy fight. We might have to pop some support items though. Okay, the nurse squid didn't heal the wrong dolphin. So maybe it's better if we just DPS down the wrong dolphin at the start instead of working on the nose squid. The nose squid's gonna do less damage, and they're not gonna have anyone to heal. Like we got through that with only one cycle, or one full cycle. We didn't do a full second cycle. Oh hey. And that part's what you're doing. So you got this one. He was like the pinnacle of virtue, a brave warrior who thought only about justice. A true Dragon Quest protagonist. My statues are gonna say, here's Grace Morningstar, a brave warrior who spent half her time thinking about justice, the other half distracted by her hot traveling companions. I'm sure I'm not that big of a distraction. Don't say that. Fight with the bell and chain weighing you down. None of that matters, actions matter. Still better than me. Who even fucking cares? You are not the first legendary hero to fuck. This is true. You can't read it there, but we'll say it. We're being rowdy today. Okay, but like, we're gonna have to sanitize legends and think about the real history for a moment. The real history is like grounded and messy. It's real. Forget about all that pinnacle of virtue stuff. Oh gosh. Gotta turn off my sound alerts. Seems like only the one. But you know, always gotta be prepared. You gotta look at the follower who showed up. Be like, can I analyze this name? Which of the bots is it? Is it the ones I gotta be concerned about, or is it the other ones? Like, because I like the follower names don't display on my stream, so I don't have to worry about those ones. Because like, no one would be like, oh, I'm gonna go click this name because they never show up. Like, I'm the only one who sees the information. I'll be like, okay, this one's not a problem. But the other one, you're like, oh, hey, that one could be bad. I'm saying he had like 25 grandkids. You know what that means? It means he was a real family man, and even more of the pinnacle of a normative virtue. What it means is that Agi of Roses was a legendary hero who fucked. Wow. It's true. Do the math. That has got to be so much fucking, you guys. So much fucking. Right. I know, but saying it's like that, you know, is making it, you know, it's fucks. Legendary heroes fuck. That's what they do. Okay. Can we get through this without having to have a character die? That'd be great. Our rotation was not as great last time, and thus the enemy got a lot of times to reproduce, which was not great. Like, I was messing up the cycle here. But it should be fine this time. Okay. I tried something. Oh, they're doing it again. They're doing the whole thing. Stop. Stop. We're at full health, so we can't lose more here, but it's gonna be tedious. Beat him up. Get him. We haven't fought like a boss yet. I wonder what a boss fight is. No! I was like, oh, the fight's over. We did it. They're done. Please, kill him. Thank you. You can't repeat the cycle until you've done the falter attack, and during the falter attack, they have so much time to summon more enemies. I got a lot of money for that though, so that's good. Right. I know, but saying it like that, I guess when people become legendary, it stops being about who they really were, huh? It's more about the story. Yeah, well, those stories are stupid and for babies because real people aren't like that. They're messy, and that's cool. Well, thanks. I appreciate it. I don't need the pep talk. It's just not gonna be the kind of hero that he was. That's okay with me. I'm Grace fucking Morningstar, not Agi of Roses. I thought Agi of Roses was the title. I thought when you kill the Machine Devil, you get to become Agi of Roses. I didn't realize Agi of Roses was a person. I thought they were referring to like the first Adgy of Roses. Hell yeah. Hell fucking yeah. But that's just my reading comprehension. Hell fucking yeah. Okay, let's just cruise. I do like cruising. We're almost at 500k. Hey, 500 kilometers. Can I go down here? The angel's still there. That's still a problem. Let's heal. Let's save once. Let's save down here. Let's see if we can go fuck around with this angel down here. Let's see if we can get past them. Or are they gonna get mad at me? Okay. The angels are hunting us down because we stole the sword to kill the machine devil, because the angels were not gonna do anything about the machine devil. They were too busy stuck in their bureaucracies, I think. Or they're secretly assisting the machine devils and the machine cultists. I don't think they said it specifically yet. How's the road treating me? Well, let me refuel a bit and tell you more. Holy Coast. Nope. Buy trinkets. Can I get level 4 trinkets? No, I can't. Shame. I don't know what these are. I might have to wait until I get to like 500 kilometers and then get my level 4 trinkets, but I'll buy some support items for now. I'll buy another pack of support items. We'll save the rest for when we get to that next level of trinkets, which should be soon, I think. Like, I think we have a lot of healing items now. We have a lot of healing items now. We got at least 5 Phoenix Iced Teas. I have to go through all of them, or they're gonna have these little stars next to them the whole time. Get in the car. Let's drive. Let's go. I will say, stopping at the gas station, one of my favorite parts of road trips. I love it. It's when I'm having the most fun. Because it's a break. Everything's gotten a little bit uncomfortable in the car. Some emergencies come up, or everyone's like, let's just stop and like relax for a bit. My family likes to go on road trips a lot, so I've gotten very used to being like, ah yes, a Wawa or a Sheetz. A Sheetz is our favorite gas station, I think. You know, I don't order the food at Sheetz. I just get the snacks. I guess maybe I don't know. I think because I have the idea of gas station sushi and like some 7-Eleven foods, which hey, more power to you if you like 7-Eleven food. I'm a Sheetz fan. I like Sheetz. They have all the Faygo sodas. They have all the Insane Clown Posse sodas, and I know that. Also, I've had their nachos. The nachos are good. I still would not order food from a Sheetz normally. Though I can be like, oh hey, Sheetz food is good. I wouldn't tell other people Sheetz food is good. I would not order it myself. I go and get the little milkshake machine. If I'm feeling, feeling like this is gonna be a long car ride, I'd be like, let me down this milkshake on the way there and grab like a normal drink for the rest of it. They also had like tall boys of Surge recently. By recently, I mean like 4 years ago. I was just in a Sheetz and they had like a big ass can of Surge. I was like, what are we doing? This got discontinued 20 years ago. And like there were stories on this playground of being like, oh yeah, they got rid of Surge because Surge like kills you. Oh yeah, no. I absolutely chugged that. Miss Surge. I mean, it's valid. It had a lot of sugar in it. Even as a child, I was like, this has too much sugar. I think I shouldn't be drinking 4 cans of this a day playing Final Fantasy VIII. Oh, Valentine's almost dead. That's not great. We're actually gonna have to heal after this fight. I kind of wish staggering like stopped enemies from attacking. I don't think it does. It just like increases the amount of damage you do with them. Though if someone offered me a can of Surge today, I would drink it. I'm not gonna lie. There's nostalgia in that soda. They should bring it back like once every 8 years just to get a quick cash grab out of people. Like what the McRib used to be. Rather than just based off of meat prices. It was always based off of meat prices, I don't know what I'm saying. there's some other reason you can drink coffee and then sleep. That's interesting. Because I can't do that, and I drank a lot of soda growing up as a kid. Huh. Like, coffee will keep me up for like 6 hours if I drink it like 8 o'clock. I will not sleep until like 4 a.m. It's bad. Back when I first started streaming, I would like stop midstream. I would go make myself a cup of matcha tea. Hey, Nocturne Alley, how you doing? How goes the lesbian road trip? It's a fucking adventure. It's going great. I was doing tea before bed my whole life. That makes sense. You're more used to it. I've not adjusted to that lifestyle yet. When I was drinking matcha tea, like during the middle of my stream, like, it was soothe the throat. I was good with that, you know? I enjoyed that. You been playing this game at all, Nocturne? I'm enjoying it quite a bit. I've not gotten to the second act though yet, and this is the first time I've actually had to use healing items in between a stage. So, you know, we're getting there. We're getting to the serious stuff. I don't know if I should pop another one. We probably don't need to pop another one. We'll wait. We could probably hit a shrine before that. Oh, there's not a story here. Interesting. Okay. These guys, the Jerk Patrol, not a fan, but I will kill all of them. Not doing too well. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope things get better for you, but home from work sick. Hopefully it's nothing serious. Is it like a mild cold, or are you like chilling in bed, like not getting up? I hope the stream can help relax you from your sickness. I'm also a little bit out of it because I slept for 2 hours last night, and then I woke up and immediately drove for an hour, and I got to a place, and then they said to me, hey, you got here too late. You were literally, I was in a line. I got to the front of the line, and the guy looked at me and said, no, we're stopping at you, sir. And I was like, ah, well, okay. And he's like, you can either stand over there for 5 hours, or you can come back tomorrow. We'll give you a little piece of paper. If you're here at the start of the day tomorrow, it'll be fine. You can be at the front of the line, I think. I might still be pretty far back in the line tomorrow morning. We're gonna find out together. But yeah, I hope you're feeling better soon, you know? I've had allergies for the past, like, 3 months. You buying anime figurines, I wish. I fucking wish. Oh my god, it's a hassle. My job was like, you have to go over here to buy this thing. Or not buy this thing, you have to go over here to get this thing done. And then they canceled my appointment I had scheduled an appointment to go get this. I had to go get a new security, like I had to get my security re-verified. And then they canceled my appointment to get my security re-verified at the place I'd gone to because, like, oh, you don't actually work in this building, you can't get your security re-verification here. I was like, that's terrible to hear, because you told me this the day before I was gonna go do it. I wish you had told me this in the last 2 weeks I had set up so I could go get another appointment, because you have to get it done before, I have to get it all done before Wednesday. And so they're like, oh, hey, yeah, you don't have a security appointment here. You have to go do a walk-on. You have to go walk to a different office and hope for the best. And I was like, well, that sucks. So I walked to the different office, and then the whole, hey, you're the last person in line, you gotta leave, happened. And oh man, it's just a nightmare. There's also several other factors that are making it worse that I won't get into details about, because, you know, sometimes it just sucks. But hell yeah, feel better, Nocturne. I'm sending lesbian road trip energy to help you heal up. I'm gonna drink this. I'm gonna eat these skewers in your honor. That'll help. I'm trying my best. Oh wait, no, let's go fight some. This is gonna be 2 nurse squids and a ravaged dolphin. I was wrong. It's just 3 jerk patrols. It was a called shot and I completely missed. I don't know how the taunt works exactly, because I feel like on the first taunt, they still don't always hit Valentine. Like, sometimes I still gotta get hit by another character. I think that might just be like a speed thing. where before the taunt actually takes place, someone's already like queued up an attack to go through. But I don't know. Let's go. Let's fight these two foes, level 5. It's gonna be 2 big turtles. No, it's just this. That's a weird fight. To be like, oh, you have to do this one. So I know this game has like I think it has like front and back in the party. But if it did, I don't know why Valentine wouldn't be in the front. Because Valentine is like the tank. Maybe I was wrong about that. Maybe I was thinking about a different game I was playing. Who's to say? Let's go fight 3 foes. Right? I had to quickly do math to be like, which one of these numbers is the lowest? I gotta stop at that shrine to heal up. We've learned we don't need to target our squids yet. Even though they're healers, they don't actually do healing just yet. Oh. I was like waiting for that to go through, and sometimes I feel like the RB doesn't trigger. Might be because I was spamming it this weekend, just slamming the RB button the whole time. Oh, there we go. Shrine. Let's go. Let's heal up. Let's chill here. I wish there was more to do with the shrines, but I get it. You know, it's just a place to save if you don't want to like get stuck in the middle of the road trip, and also have like a good spot to be like halfway through a journey. But still, it'd be neat. I should heal first and then save. That'd be smart. Okay, so the next one's gonna be the same 2 foes. Oh shit, I missed the fight. I thought I was on it, and I missed it. It happens. Let's go. Bam. We'll make up for it. We'll completely destroy this group over here. We could just heal Valentine in case they take damage while the heal's going out. Perfect. They didn't. They took it right after we sent out the heal. Like, literally, the heal number was slightly in front of it. Yeah. Yeah, we got a gas shine in 30 miles. We got a level. We're gonna fight more jerk patrol here, I think. Yeah, just jerk patrol. I kind of wish we had like a leveling system beyond just the items. I heard Skelly mention this before, where he's very into like a combination of levels and skill boards, which I can see. I like just being able to see incremental progress happen. Like just seeing a bar slide up after every one of the encounters would be like, I'd be into. Like it wouldn't even have to be like power level and stuff. It could just be like combat rating or combat ranking. But then I'd be like, what does this mean? They'll be like, oh, nothing. And I'll be like, oh, that's weird choice. Oh, this comes with 10 little battle coins. Also, it says boss. I guess I should heal before a boss, right? That makes sense. Why did I scroll down to the bottom skewers? That's enough healing for a boss. Let's go fight a boss. Let's go fight a boss. Let's go hear the boss song. I don't know if we fought a boss before. A lot of stuff's happening. Mighty enemy, 2000 HP, a manifestation of 0.1% of the Machine Devil's power, fighting with the fearsome strength of an angel blood. Your toughest battle yet lies ahead of you. Are you prepared to embrace your heroic destiny and stand up against this evil, even if it costs your life? Press confirm or change lane. Confirm! Oh, that's a big old T-Rex. It's got a lady strapped to it. Oh, wow, hey, what the fuck? Ah! Young one, have we met yet? Why do angels always keep asking me that? Of course not. Forgive me. Help! I beseech you, wanderers, I have need of help. At the hands of this beast, I have met a fate most cruel. I am en route to deliver angel blood to the soon and rightful mighty Johnny Vanjo? Johnny Vanjo? Johnny Vanjo? You can't just say that, big T-Rex. I got a lot of questions about the pronunciation of Johnny Vanjo. Step aside, weaklings. What the actual fuck? I pray you. What the fuck is even happening? An angel change in one of the Machine Devil manifestations? Also, it's talking. I was also wondering, do all the Machine Devils talk? Step aside or die. Fuck off. Don't tell me what to do. I thought the Divine Order wasn't going to interfere with worldly matters, so why now? I offer no insight into the hearts of villains, merely a prayer for aid before I am slain. Just ignore these shrill screams of mediocrity from a hypocrite who would just as soon look down on you. So what are we doing here? Well, ordinarily, I would say fuck the angels, but she's in shackles. God, I wish that were me. Return to hell empty-handed. Fuck yeah. Yeah, but fuck the Machine Devil harder. Okay, but also fuck the angels. Can we really say no if she asks for help? We can't leave a beautiful maiden in peril. I feel like we have to be sincere about this, or return to hell empty-handed. Fuck you. Hell yeah, weird T-Rex machine. Hey, Awful Beast, if you want to return to the Machine Devil in hell, we'll send you there ourselves. That's right, today is your lucky day, Angel. Your heroes have arrived to set you free. Bless you all, my heroes indeed. Unlikely, you are weak snowflakes and will not survive. Oh, wow, okay. I will introduce you harshly to the real world, a world of pain where your weakness will die. That sucks. I've got a question. What's your name? I want to know who I'm going to be bragging about slaying in 5 minutes. Fuck you. More like fuck you. Go fuck yourself, then get fucked along with your master by the legendary Sword of Fate. That is very reminiscent of my favorite Devil May Cry cutscene of all time, which I will not spoil. I love that cutscene so much. I think about it all the time. I also have never played that game, and I just know that cutscene and I say, damn, that's good writing. Wait, how do you have the Sword of Fate? You've got Shiva? Enough talk, back your words with action and die. Ooh. Bassy. Funky. Let's go. Okay. Okay, so sometimes I hit the button and they just haven't gone yet. Like the cooldown hasn't occurred yet, so it can't have the RB switch. There we go. We're almost at the Ravage point, which would be good. Should be here. Do not falter in the face of evil. Ever. Please. If you were thinking about faltering in the face of... Oh, it's gone. What happened? How do I hit it? Do I have to hit Angela? I don't want to hit Angela. I'm not gonna hit the angel. I guess I'll wait till the stagger goes away. This... Do I have to hit the angel? Or do I gotta stagger the angel? Angel blood strikes deadly. That sucks to hear. Oh, I'm still hitting Angela. Sorry about stabbing you, Angela. I really didn't want to. I didn't realize it was necessary. Okay, just can't hit that person again. So we'll attack Angela once, and then get the blood on there, and then we can hit this guy normally, I think. I will say, I always thought to myself, in RPGs when the heroes tell you, oh, the mechanics have changed a little bit, and like, here's what you gotta do. I always thought that was kind of silly, but there would have been pretty useful. Like, oh, we can't see the person. Well, we can see Angela. Because implicitly, I'm not going to attack Angela. I'm gonna get beam attacked again. Illegal to falter in the face of evil, y'all. I'm gonna think of a different thing to say at some point. Hey, are you mad that we punched you a lot? Worry not, I am fine. Merely a bit sluggish. Are you sure? I pray thee, grant me a moment's patience. I am fine, I am fine, I am fine. Words alone are insufficient to convey the depths of my gratitude, notable youths. I am in thy debt. I'm just happy to have helped, and my name is Grace. Valentine. Sam. Heroes all, well met, I am Angela, 32nd arm of the Divine Order. May we discuss how I can make this up to thee, noble Grace? I would be ill at ease if I did not. I mean, I guess. Can we do it over food, though? That was a tough fight, and I could murder a hamburger right now. You don't gotta murder them, babe. That's what diners are for. Okay, Berg first, talk later, please. Very well, I shall gladly accompany thee to the meeting place to discuss this further, noble Grace. We did it. We got the 4th party member. And now we can get to Act 2, I assume? Eck. Y'all good back there? Yep, fine, totally fine. Not even a little bit of a foot in my face. What relief, I was worried. Totally fine. Okay, guys, the sign says there's a diner coming up. Let's do it. Let's fucking burg. You got it, babe. I've never been that excited about a burger, but hey, more power to you. I guess if you did just fight a big T-Rex, you have the that you can be excited about a burger. So, burgers. Hey, come on, guys, let's go. She very big. Are you gonna fit through the door? Okay, you just walk through. I guess questions for later. Can I talk to you? Hi. I want to be your friend. And by friend, I want to walk back there and steal items from the convenience. Like you have a chest or something I can loot. How about this? Nope, okay. We'll just sit down. Would the time now be appropriate to discuss? Oh shit, dudes, look at that sign. They've got Hompmans? Is that like mayo? That's it, I've decided. I'm gonna get Hoptmans at every single diner on the road. Now we're really in the countryside, hell yes. And maybe it's hush puppies? Maybe it's grits? I don't know. Okay, cool. I don't think I know what those are. What? Dude, they rule. It's like, I guess thin slices of lightly toasted bread with fresh wild cheese on top, and ancient pepper sauce poured over it to melt the cheese. They're the best, and you can't get them in Academy Town at all, and it's bullshit. That's it? Can't you make that? Trust me, you can have one of mine. It's literally the best thing. I mean, it sounds kind of good, actually. Hello, I see quite a party is assembled here. We don't get a lot of adventurers here. How's the road been treating you? Pretty good, I mean. It delivered us to your care, so it's treated us very well. I'm just suddenly struck with the feeling, you know, like anything you'd bring us would taste like heaven. How are you doing today? Oh well, you know. Dear, please let her live. Aha, now, what can I get for you all, starting with the flirt here? The Hopsman plate and a milkshake, please. And you? I need the largest hamburger combo you can legally sell me, and also a milkshake too, please. You want cheese on that? God, yes, please. It's the most important thing, ain't it? Okay, and how about you, darling? Oh my god, do you mean, is it too late for all-day breakfast? Salad? Baked cheese sandwich, I also need to burg. What do you think is good? Cheesecake for dinner because I fucking can. Hell yeah. I would never do it. But if I can live out my fantasies through playing a video game, like having cheesecake for dinner. I'm gonna have a slice of the cheesecake for dinner because I'm a grown-ass adult and I can. Sounds good. Anything to drink, darling? Do you also want a milkshake? Oh wow, the peer pressure just doesn't stop. Well, sure, yeah, actually, please. I'd have a coffee with my cheesecake. I think coffee and cheesecake probably sounds pretty good. Never had it before. And for yourself, what can I get you, our representative of the Divine Order? Whilst I appreciate the offer, I require no mortal sustenance to fuel me. Oh, ha, I see. Anything to drink at least? I am uncertain. Wait, have you ever had a milkshake? I have not tried such a thing. Is this thy recommendation? Dude, you totally should. They're really good. Yeah. I would say you definitely deserve one after the kind of day it seems like you've had. Very well. I shall partake in the milkshake then. Okay, then 4 milkshakes then. I'll be back with your food in jiffy. I have such a good feeling about this. This is gonna be good. Noble Grace and compatriots, would now be a good time to discuss the matter of my debt to you. Yeah. But no more of this formal stuff. It's gonna shave years off my life, okay? Mine apologies, but still, I owe each of you a sizable debt. My life would have been forfeit if not for thine interruption. Intervention? I missed what the word was. I mean, we should have done it anyway. Honestly, it wasn't even a question. We're gonna kill all these machine devil fuckers. Machine devil fuckers. Fuck them. Preach. Art thou on a quest then? Perhaps I may be of service. I thought the Divine Order was all about the wait and see. Every other angel I've talked to has been more interested in the status quo than stopping the machine devil from re-emerging. That was as bad as thou's enemies if they gonna take up arms during the reign of peace or whatever. Man, what the fuck? Why are all these angel centrists? Oh my god, are you serious? Serious bullshit is what it is. Divine Order would stand back and watch every one of these shady machine devil cultists kill everyone who's even slightly different if it wasn't the destined time. Well, I say we take destiny in our hands and punch out every one of these cultists that we see and seal him away for another 1,000 years before he reemerges. Hell yeah. Seconding the hell yeah. So yeah, it wouldn't be hard to help, Angela. If you did literally anything, you'd be way above the rest of the Divine Order. Thou wouldst not like my view of the destiny of it all. Thou cannot see the greater spin of the wheel of fate. It intersects with other planes outside of the mortal ken. Probably not. I don't think I would like it. However, I think I can see thy way of thinking, and that the machine devil's manifestations attacked me. It suggests perhaps he also cares not about the reign of peace. I know not what the consequences of that will be. Perhaps events are unfolding differently this time. For the first time. Most importantly though, thou saved me. Saved my life. You all did, and I would see that debt repaid. If I may, I wish to join you on your quest. Huh? Oh, whoa. If you want to join us, don't do it because you feel obligated to. Look, whatever debt you owe, whatever, it's canceled. Canceling the debt. You don't owe me anything. But if you want to join us, do it because you think it's the right thing to do, okay? Very well. Noble warriors who stand against evil, even in defiance of fate, may I join your quest? Yeah, sure. Damn. Oh, whoa. Sorry, don't mind me interrupting this serious conversation, but I got 4 milkshakes and 3 plates for y'all. Perfect. That's fast service. Hell yeah. You would have to cook a burger. That burger might be raw. Milkshake, I love you. Hey, Sam, you wanted to try a Hompman, right? Want to have the inaugural one? Oh, sure, if you don't mind, I guess. Say ah. Ah! Oh. Oh, wow, that is obscene. I love it. Oh, man, I'm so hyped. This looks great. It really does. Thank God for Berg. Hey, by the way, I feel like now might be a good time to ask, what exactly is the plan here? Well, I mean, the legend says, actually, why don't you tell the legend, Sam? It sounds like you know it better. Sure. Okay. I just said that because I wanted to talk about the legend that I already know the story of. The legend says that we are part of a never-ending cycle that lasts exactly 988 years. It used to be 1,000 years, but now that we changed the calendars, it's yeah, that part's not important. The point is, about 1,000 years ago, during a time of social and economic hardship, an evil cult that worships the machine devil used their will to break its seal in Lesser Anastasia. Also, hey, just as an aside, can I say that it's total bullshit that the teachers describe women's rights as social hardship? Like, isn't that like a pretty shitty euphemism? Right, well, after that, 10 years of darkness followed, during which the cult ruled supreme and the entire land was scorched as collateral damage in the machine devil's fight with the divine order. Anyway, everyone knows the rest. Honestly, the movies are pretty good. Seriously, the John Lightway's version is like 100% accurate, super well researched. That's what my teacher said anyway. That one's good. Lightway's is super hot, TBH. And I mean, I guess if you like conventionally attractive men. Oh man, I really do. Focus, Sam. Right. Agi Roses, a simple merchant, heard the call of the Sword of Fate, did sacrifice and hardship and all that, and battled all the way back to Lesser Anastasia, where the sword sealed the machine devil away again. I gotta be honest, I don't really understand where we fit in. The whole thing is a cycle, so it's supposed to happen the same way every time. Did you hear the call of the Sword of Fate? I think it's supposed to be like really literal, like it speaks to you in dreams, but then also in real life. No. Isn't that like just rationalizing after the fact? You're not the legendary hero because you're picked by destiny, legendary hero because of heroics. Destiny is not that simple and cannot just be ignored. Mortals do not have the ability to act against their destiny. Then doesn't that just mean no matter what we do, it's destiny? I don't know, I think Grace and Val have a point. I think a lot of people use destiny as an excuse to do nothing. Yeah, well, given that the angels have their sword on lockdown at the academy, I'm not just gonna sit around and wait for the exact right perfect destined hero to show up. I don't want tens of years of darkness. I'm sick of these fucking machine devil cultists now. Remember when machine devil cultists were like just something you saw in movies? I mean, they say it's all fucking irony or something. Ironically worshipping the machine devil. It's not ironic. Yeah, I know, I fucking hate them. Bunch of goddamn creepy jerks. They're horrible and there's no excuse for being so hateful. What action dost thou intend to take? The machine devil still lies in unawakenment. So what canst thou do? We're going to take the fight to him. I'm not waiting for him to come back. It'd be too late by then. He could kill us. But Agi of Roses didn't die. Yeah, he did. Twice. Man, I'm pretty sure it doesn't count if you die but then are able to die again. I respect your opinion but strongly disagree. I don't want to die regardless of whether or not I will come back to life. That's not the point. I have no intention of dying. We're gonna seal the motherfucker away and teach everyone that the bad ideas of the past can just stay fucking dead. Too powerful, too powerful, too powerful. Hell yeah, we're powerful. We're unstoppable. Oh no, thou must understand it. This beverage. I knew not that mortal technology had the power to deal such mighty frost damage direct to my crown. It has a very sweet taste indeed, but I foolishly underestimated its might. Oh my god, yeah, you should drink those slowly. Oh yeah, geez, oh, I'm sorry, I should have warned you. Ice cream headaches suck. Incidentally, I cannot believe how good the ice cream out here is. This is so much better than anything at home. I have decided. Yeah? Okay. Yes, perhaps the divine order has divorced itself too much from mortal affairs. They understand not the power of the milkshake. Is this a metaphor? It is an idea, which is truly the most powerful thing, an idea inspired by all of you. I find myself becoming convinced. Mortals of strength undiscovered, yet by us mere immortals, beautiful and pure? Almost said beautiful and but a fearsome might. I see that in all of you too. If thou hast an artifact as powerful as what you call the Sword of Fate, and canst strike at the evil Johnny Vanjo, whilst he is yet unprepared, perhaps thou too canst overwhelm him by striking his crown true. In the same manner of the mighty milkshake. Man, really? That's what changed your mind? A milkshake? Okay, to be fair, these things are insanely good milkshakes. I'm not gonna argue. Well, welcome to the party, Angela. I thank thee. Welcome to the legend, Grace, Morningstar, Salmonon, and Valentine Valente? I'm greatly honored to join you. Right on. Okay. Now that we're all on the same page, less self-anger, Oh my god, I'm not gonna be able to pronounce any words at all. Less self-aggrandizing. Surprise, Beastly, how you doing? I see you've been streaming a little bit more lately. Been lurking a bit. How are you doing? I'm gonna keep trying to pronounce self-aggrandizing. Aggrandizing? And more Berg, please. Wait, how did you know all our full names? How did you know that? Aggrandizing. There we go. Thank you. How did you know our names? Okay. We should pay for our food, but I'll just dip out. I've got new items to buy because I think we're in the next act. First though, let's pray. Heal up. Save. We've got our 5th party member now. 4th party member. Who does not have... Okay, exploit and ravage. So you were just a damage dealer, Angela. I love that for you. Let's go. Howdy friends, how's the road been treating you? New free travel stamp, I'll take it. The other is actually home to the most 2-star restaurants per capita. Wow. Let's refuel. Aggrandizing in the aggrandizing. I think I got it. I think it's fine. I think it's there. I think I'm pretty close. Buy trinkets. Can I get level 4 trinkets? I can get level 4 trinkets. I have to get a bunch of these actually, because now we have to get them for grand is an M1 grand. Aggrandizing. I think it might just be like allergies. Like I don't think I can hit words the same way that I normally do. But I've never had trouble pronouncing that word before. Might be a combination of me having slept 2 hours, streaming currently, and allergies. I'm gonna blame it on everything else I can besides myself. Okay, we bought 4 level 4 items. Let's see what we can put together first. Equipment, just like me. Hell yeah, valid. Let's put together our 4-star equipment. I want a life 4 for sure. I'm gonna swap this out for a life 4 plus. And then the rest of these can probably just be, Oh, you have slow? No, you don't have access to anything here. You have half attack. Oh no, you have ravage all. Oh, that's pretty good. I'll take that. Here, though, we'll get rid of a Ravage because we now have M1 Garen makes the most beautiful thing. Oh yeah, I played what game did I play? Oh no, I played Ace of Spades, which it had an M1 Garen equivalent, but didn't have like an actual M1 Garen in it. It's pretty good. Honestly, it's a pretty good weapon. It's just fun to shoot sometimes. I don't have an action associated with that, so I need to half attack V4. What does that mean? Deals damage to a single enemy plus extra exploit damage if that enemy is staggered. Passive fire added. All abilities by user do 2 times against Leaf. You play the new Spookies DLC, like Spookies DLC, like Spookies House of 1,000 Horrors. Room of 1,000 Horrors. I'm trying to remember what games I've played that have spooky in the title. A lot of them. Spooky Jump Scare Mansion. Yeah. I actually have not played the original Spooky Jump Scare Mansion. I watched Beep Salt play through all. I watched part of it. They were playing through of it. I should play it myself though. Did they like release a new DLC recently? I hadn't heard about this. It's kind of like a big deal. I love that game. We're gonna switch this out for. We're actually gonna make this the big Ravage because we're gonna linger on this one for a longer time. We also apparently want Are spooky sounds of jump scares for those who are as old as I am? Also, yes. I think I found out about those games after they became popular. It's one of those ones where like I just hadn't heard about it before. Okay, is this gonna give slow to everybody? What is this? Who can use this? Okay, so it's two things. That's what it is. It's the Dollhouse DLC. Oh, you know, I think I have heard of that one. It's because they have like additional levels in the thing. Yeah. I really should check it out. I'm going to be doing a whole. I've decided to do No Scare November, where I'm just gonna play all the scary games in November after everybody else has already played through all of them over October. I'll be like, okay, now I know what the good ones are. Blood Wash is on my list. I might play through Doki Doki Literature Club. I need to figure out how long that is. I think we're playing Phasmophobia too. I'm definitely playing Phasmophobia in October. With AOL at some point. I need to remember when that is. Play Darkwood. It's fun. I'll put that on the list. I was gonna like reach out to be like, hey, what are the cool scary games? I might play Lair of Fears. Layers of Fear. I have not. I've heard a lot about that game. I might also play the original Amnesia, because Amnesia came out and people were like, it's the shit. It was like the big horror game when I was a youth. What are these sarsaparillas for? Why do I have sarsaparillas? We got a lot of fire items. I need to. I could go upon this record. Absolutely. I need to write that name. Yeah, I'm getting it mixed up with a Fart Knock Life for Us is playing through Project Zomboid, and seeing you play Darkwood. I think Darkwood and Zomboid are similar. I could be wrong. You have a face cam. I know. I've been lurking in your streams. Been just watching there, just hiding in the background, and then I go do something else sometimes. That's just how I live my life. Hell yeah. I'm glad you're getting into it. Have a great time. How am I gonna get Taunt All? Which one of these is Taunt All? Taunt All, here we go. Taunt Attack 4. Let me upgrade this. Camera that. Oh shit. I need to use so many things to upgrade now. I play horror games because they keep me engaged for longer. That's fair. I know a lot of people who play through a lot of horror games, and there's a whole team on Twitch dedicated to it, the Clock Tower. I know a lot of people on that team. They all love horror games, and they always have their like unique reasons for it. And like I'm always finding new people like who just like horror for like various reasons. So it's cool. Okay, I should buy more of these before I start burning a whole bunch of items. I think if I get like one more, I should be fine to like probably build up most of this. Also look up the Don't Escape series. I'm gonna write these down somewhere. Notepad. Wood. Don't Escape. I should also write down the ones I was thinking of too, before I forget. Oh. I forgot the one we started talking about. The Don't Escape It series? Equipment. It's a semi-horror game. That sounds like my kind of game. Ah. Okay, we have 4 more, we have 3 more 4-star plus items. I want Taunt Attack. What does this do? There's an expo attack on a single enemy increase uses defense and makes all attacks target them instead of allies. Okay, is that the same as Yeah, it is. They're about holding up an location for one reason or another. Is that kind of like is it like a little like a the like Escape the Room series that used to be like really popular back when like Flash games were the big thing? Those are really big. I know they like put out like actual Escape the Room series, and there was also like the Room puzzle series. That seems like a don't escape like bounce off the other. And not parody necessarily, but like an homage. That's the word I want to use. We'll throw another. We'll have an actual attack there. Attack 4. I want to give you attack all. And we'll have you take. We'll have you take this half attack 4. So you're gonna get grass power added to all your things, I think. The opposite. You want to, in the first game, but stop yourself from escaping a house when you transform into a werewolf. Oh, yeah. That reminds me of, there was this, like, series of horror games that came out, like, I want to say 2013, 2014, which was, like, the first one was, like, being at a lake and, like, having to set up the whole day and then getting attacked by a monster at night. And then, like, they took that series and, like, did 4 more games about it. I watched through all the playthroughs on YouTube because it was, like, the first, like it had like a bunch of like layers of like, oh, you gotta do all these little secrets in order to get the perfect endings. I was like, I'm never gonna want to do that myself. Rusty Lake, yes, exactly. Lakeview or something. Rusty Lakeview. There we go. It's something like that. Also, how you doing, Lilith? Well, speaking of Lilith, there's gonna be a golf day on Thursday. A golf day. Bam. Come by and play some mini golf with us. Golf with friends. That's the one we decided on. I know that I think I have Golf It too, but I know that I have more hours in Golf with Friends. I think it's the better game. I don't know the difference. People have told me a lot that it's the better game, and I don't know. I don't want to make them mad at me. I put a special command in. I even put it in the little stream title and people like, Golf Day. What's Golf Day? Golf Day? Special day for golf? Equipment. Let's switch one of these out. Ravage 3. We're gonna have probably you just be a dedicated healer now. That sounds fine with me. Let's put life in here. We'll upgrade this life. Bam, bam, bam. Bap, 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 bap. Look for upgrade. Bam. A normal view box. I gotta read this. I gotta read the stories that are attached to this at some point because I'm just passing them as I upgrade things so I forget to. Because you don't get the last blurb until you've used it in combat, and that bothers me because I'll forget the story. I'll have to read them twice. Destruction. We'll keep this as destruction. I like that this lady is fully stacked in destruction. Which one of these does destruction? I need you to stop showing me the other thing. Attack all. No, give me destroy all. Full destroy. Okay, I guess I don't have a destruction ability. Wait, what do you have equipped? You have those little coins. I have these coins right here. Okay. So another thing of that. Upgrade this. We'll put in a bunch of our field guide. Shows details on a selected target in battle. Oh, hey, we get a scan ability now. That's nice to get. I like getting a scan ability. Up. Up. I need to use this birthday candle. I need to use this wish coin. I need to use the birthday candle at least. I need to get an upgraded birthday candle. That'll be the next item I put on someone. We'll just put 2 more in here. Birthday candle. Ravage all. What am I missing? This is exploit 3. Probably don't need this, maybe. It's also the only thing I have, except for this destruction. What do you turn into with that? There's another attack all 4? But what do you get instead? Taunt attack 4. We already have a taunt attack at the start, so I think we'll probably keep that way. We'll give you this birthday candle. We'll upgrade this birthday candle. Skewer that. Dup 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 dup. Go. We might have enough to upgrade this last one to full and have everybody be at level 5. That'd be neat. I'd be into that. What do we want to switch it to though? It's a normal attack again? I'll do attack. Attacking is good. Attacking is fun. We already have the passive ability added to the 2 attackers. So I don't think we need another one. We'll just do another normal view box. Deep Sleep Trilogy. Okay. I'll look into that as well. I've got my little notepad with all the files in it. I'll be like, okay. Here's the hot stuff. Here's what the gamers want. I feel like I should also like go through my like old list of horror games that I have, like just like go through Steam, go through like the top horror sellers of all time, be like, okay, these are the ones. And then thus, No Scare November. Everyone upgraded? Okay. Everyone's upgraded. Let's glance at these stories for a bit. A story from Downtown Academy. Town, population 120,000. I came from the big city, so when I moved to Academy Town for university, I found how quiet things were to be a huge culture shock. But even in my second year of living here, nothing surprises me more, like realizing winter is positively bustling compared to the summer, when most of the students go back to their hometowns. We're the same guy who made the Don'tscape series Scriptwell. Okay. Oh, Bloodwash is the other one I wanted to write on here. I watched Lithid play through Bloodwash. I know Two Heel played through Bloodwash. I didn't get to watch Two Heel play through Bloodwash. But I'm going to also play through Bloodwash. Because I have forgotten how to solve most of the things. Also, it's a puppet combo game. It's not puppet combo, it's the guy who made the Horror of Salazar House. And I like Horror of Salazar House. And I also like watching Bloodwash. Good times. Let's look at this coin. A story from the capital. The city under heaven, population 1,700,000. Everyone always agreed the model's beauty was her greatest feature, but she could never see it in her photo shoots or magazine spreads. To her eye, she was only beautiful in the reflection of the old lucky pocket mirror her grandmother gave her. When she ended up in a serious car accident, they said her bones would eventually heal, but that her career would never recover from the ignorable scar it left on her face. We had to go fight to find out what happened. A rant from Roger Battle, host of Roger Battle's Combat Kitchen, 2 million subscribers. For the love of God, wash your cast iron pans with soap. It won't take off the seasoning, that's just the myth. Look up the actual science, man. Seasoning isn't a layer of oil, it's a polymer that's chemically bonded with the pan. A little soap and water will not break down that bond, it'll just clean off the excess oil and debris. I wonder if that's true. I hope that's true because I had a cast iron pan and I stopped using it because cleaning it was a fucking process. Also, it was heavy as hell. If you can just clean those things with soap, oh my god. I guess you could use flavored soap, right? They make those. That'd be a bad idea. A story from HIST 2500 class of the Academy of Order. Student body 11,000. Don't use cast iron. I love my cast iron. Duality. The duality. Look at that. Bam. Look at that. Just perfect timing. A young housewife of the rabbit culture. and I just abandoned my cast iron. So it's like a tri-part thingy. Tri. More of a. I'm non-stick. I bought a bunch of wooden spoons so I could start working with my non-stick and not damage the bottom of it. It's great. I love my non-stick. It's fantastic. It's so easy to clean. Just. I'm a vegetarian, so I'm not like searing meat or anything, so I don't need that. I just like pan frying vegetables and all that. So I was like, oh, I don't really do much. I'm sure if I wanted to get like into more extensive cooking, I would probably need a cast iron to like quick sear like eggplant and like other stuff as that. You really want to like keep the texture of on the center. But I'm not gonna do that anytime soon. Maybe later. A young housewife of the rabbit culture is excited to make her own fermented rabbit grass for the first time on her own as an adult, traditionally burying it in the earth on the first day of summer. She has her prayers to the harvest god to ferment it perfectly in the ground and notes where it's buried. If she doesn't dig it up by solstice at the latest, it will rot away, inedible. Name. Coin. In the vault under heaven, there exists a coin made of stardust from the dawn of creation. Each universe in the multiverse is identified by the unique pattern of coin flips it gives. 5 cycles ago, Orion and Kata both heard the call of fate at the same time. They agreed there was only one reasonable way to decide who would take the sword of fate, a flip of the multiversal coin. Maybe it lands on the side. Who's to say? Traditionally, when a royal child is born, their name is proclaimed on a banner on the castle gate and left to spread slowly across the country by word of mouth. But traditions never anticipated the modern capitalist engine, so the whole country learned about the royal birth all at once through a magazine, articles, and a blitz of unauthorized merchandise. What is this game? This is Get in the Car, Loser. It is a lesbian road trip RPG adventure. Right now I'm just gearing up my characters. I beat Act 1. I got my 4th party member, which is this angel lady. And we're gonna get into like, I think this is where the mechanics start to get a little bit more in depth based on what the different abilities we got. So like, instead of like leveling up your characters, you level up items, and like you get items. Lesbian road trips, hell yeah. And like the way it plays, I'll show you in a second. It'll make more sense when I'm showing it to you. But right now, there's just like little anecdotes that happen when you read the when you upgrade items. They have like little like lore attached to them. A story from a Soch 100 class, a 1000 class of the Academy of the Order. Angels say that if a life lily grows on your grave for 10 years after you die, then no matter what evil you've done in life, your soul will be saved in the end. But the life lily is one of the most fragile flowers known in the entire kingdom under heaven, and requires constant care to survive even the mildest of winters. Oh, you can go on them. Hell yeah. Love that for you. To be more blunt, the game kind of does loose metaphors of things. We gotta go fight the Machine Devil cultists, because the Machine Devil cultists are going to resurrect the Machine Devil, and the Machine Devil is going to cause a whole bunch of problems. The Machine Devil cultists are just the Nazis, and I think they're resurrecting fascism. I think that's just a metaphor for that. So we're gonna go kill fascism with our sword. There's also a bunch of angels. The angels are the centrists, and they're not doing anything about that because they're waiting for the opportune time. They're like, you can't just go fight them now. You gotta wait for the right opportunity. But we just saved an angel for being killed by a giant T-Rex monster that she was strapped to. Have a quick thing to say about that? Go for it. Being gay has benefits. It's true. We also the angels are centrists. The robot devil from Futurama. True. Very different. Robot devil versus machine devil. Robot devil, probably a cool person to bring to parties. A little bit, maybe too much sin. Who's to say? I'm not going to judge you for your sins. I don't know how. I think he also like cheated people out of stuff. Can the machine devil play the fiddle? We're not going to find out because we're going to kill him before he gets a chance. But yeah, the angels are normally acting as centrists, and that's a problem because they don't want to do anything with the machine devil. But we just saved this angel's life, and now she's on our side. They're going to come help us fight. That's great. Feats. What feats do I have? Oh. Sexy. Hell yeah. Let's go do some combat. We healed up, we filled our car up with gas, we bought trinkets, we fully healed. Let's go. So this is
It's your DJ Lindrum here, back at ya after that last track by Chris. Don't fuck with me!
Hell yeah. This is a new song. This is a great song. Double entendre. It's a long intro. Well, they integrate the song in a number of ways. So we have our options here of places we can go to. Basically, whenever we press A, we'll move 1 kilometer forward. So if we want to go fight this group of enemies here, they'll be the first one we come across because they're 12 kilometers up. But the whole time that's happening, there's a story going on at the same time. So we have Valentine here, we have Angela, we have Grace, and we have Sam. I don't know why I pointed that way. You can't. It goes Angela, Valentine, Grace, Sam. You'll figure it out in a second. Man. Driving for like 15 hours or something, man. Is that right? Is that what it's been? I think it's actually only been, yeah, driving for like 15 hours. Grace, babe, I'm so happy and honored to be doing this, but also I'm bored and want to make out. Oh, well, if you're bored, then I guess it can't be helped, you know, only because you're bored. No, I'm just kidding. That's cool. Are you sure, Sam? Sam, take the wheel. Sam's in the back seat. I think Sam is like our main character. We also get to choose options for Sam. We don't get to choose that for anybody else. And do what with it exactly? Sorry, you'll just have to suffer like I am. Anything for you. I don't think that's a very good idea. I don't know how to drive. Okay, but I'm next. No, we're gonna say we don't know how to drive because I don't think Sam knows how to drive. Okay, how about you, Angela? Can you drive? Can I drive? Can I drive? Thou wishes to know if I have the expertise to operate this vehicle. But now we're gonna enter into a fight right now. The story will continue when we get out of the fight. Okay, so the battle theme's the same one. The Angel's named Angela. Yeah, you know, sometimes. Oh, she does a full fucking kick. Hell yeah. So we get a bunch of options here. We also have like 3 panels we go through. So eventually, we come out. And once we've gone to the 3rd panel, we can hit R or B, and then Grace is gonna do this attack, and this big text shows up on the screen every time. You will not falter in the face of evil. It's illegal to do that during this stream. So pretty much, that's how combat works. You're pretty much just parsing through to the end, waiting to pop this fate thing, because enemies have a stagger meter on them. And once you have their stagger meter maxed out, you do extra damage to them. Which is the cleric? Sam is the cleric. The goth up front. She's the only one who has access to healing magic. Everyone else is pretty much just doing either Valentine, baseball hat, they taunt, they're absorbing. Yes, the goth TF. Valentine, Grace is the stagger builder. Angela, who we just picked up, is apparently just straight up DPS. She just has only access to damage skills. Because each of the items you pick up gives different abilities to each person. But each person only gets like specific abilities. The most superior. Right? You know? Whatever suits your fancy. And eventually you'll get to a point where like all the enemies are gonna be the same one, so you're just gonna end up in the same fight regardless. Yes, that's usually what that means. I'm uncertain. However, I can see the future, so perhaps divine vision will allow for some insight into that question. Yes. Yes. Wait, no. What a horrible vision. Okay, so Angela's not gonna drive. R is very strong case of music. So that person over there is a healer. Wow. But we can normally DPS past the healing phase. Like, we can kill them before the healing comes out. But this is like a new act, so I don't know yet. Do not falter in the face of evil. Yeah. And then we just kill the squid. Actuals. Is Grace just Shira? I never watched Shira. But I know Shira has a sword. I think Grace has her own. What I've seen of Shira from TikTok clips is pretty much the only thing I've seen of it. I'd say she's got her own thing going for her. Big old sword. Hell yeah. I say she takes like the more mantle of like Grace is like the protagonist, like the central hero, because she stole the sword of fate. She's gonna go pierce the sword of fate into the machine devil. We're along for the journey. We're got brought along. Grace is like, hey, Sam, you come along with us. We're gonna go on a whole road trip. We're gonna do a whole thing. And a lesbian. There are lesbians. Gotta remember that. Lesbian road trip adventure. Okay, so we got 2 fights coming up this way. They're the same enemy. I do not currently possess this ability. Mind apologies. I kind of figured. Oh, is Shira a lesbian? They, them. Valentine. Do something or not. Pardon me, I understand that confusion. However, the truth of the matter is, currently I'm restraining my true power level. Why? We gotta go fight everybody. Angela? Were I to fight at my true strength, it would not only tear the world asunder with each blow. Shira is openly lesbian. Well, there you go. Maybe. Based on each other. Because this game's like been promoted for like 2 years. Shira's I think concluded like more than 2 years ago. Probably some inspiration drawn from that though. Disrupt the scales of the cosmic balance itself. Only by dropping my power level such that I'm only ever as strong as the rest of you may I assist you with immediately incurring the wrath of the rest of the Divine Order. Lady driving is a bush lesbo. Hey, good to know. Appreciate that. I was wondering about that actually, so you'll get stronger. Well, actually, I think Sam has the wheel right now. I think Valentine definitely passed us the wheel in order to go make out in the back of the car. Where that leads us to? Who's they? Oh, that is a fucking flying flamethrower machine. Let's kill that. I don't trust that. Let's heal Valentine. Oh, that's Valentine. Valentine with the backwards hat. So, theoretically, I should be like going through and like adjusting targets, but I'm not. Button mash. Kind of. There are certainly points where I have to like select. Where did that healing come from? The nurse squid is dead. The nurse squid is dead. Maybe. Oh yeah, no. I still mash sometimes when fighting games. I learned some Guilty Gear. I got good enough to where I wasn't mashing buttons ever. I was always hitting like, I know what I'm doing. But when I'm panicking, which is a lot of the time, I'm just hitting all the buttons I can. But I don't think anyone in our family knew how to play Mortal Kombat, so we would always just button mash, everybody. No one knew what they were doing. Unless I was just completely ungood at it. Only do good combos on Street Fighter. Hey, that's fair. I can only do them in Guilty Gear because Guilty Gear is the only one I've experienced with. I guess I can combo a little bit in Smash Bros, but never intentionally. I do combo in Smash Bros, but always on accident. Strive is a great game. I need to start playing it more. I've finished my thesis kind of. I need to do a little bit. I need to do more work on it to get it done, but I'm like at the point where I'm like waiting to get feedback, so I have time to actually like sink in to restart learning Strive again. Or getting into a new fighting game. When is Melty Blood Lumina Type coming out? That's sometime soon. Not Melty by Lumina Type. I think Lumina Type is a puzzle game. Something. Soul Bad Guy's the best protagonist. I know nothing about Soul Bad Guy except that he's very strong and kicks my ass all the time. Okay, what does that have to do with driving? Well, on average, this party hath not the ability to drive, therefore I too lack such an ability. Wow. They got to the joke. They got there. It's a whole build up to this line right here. Damn, guess it can't be helped. Butch skill is just too OP, huh? Val, dear, we already knew that. Okay, but actually I think Angela's film skills are also overpowered. Elaborate. You know. I know not. Sam's got a crush on the angel. You know. Openly butch, yeah. So much as it's funny to watch Sam squirm. Angela, she means you're beautiful. Cool. I mean, I'm actually a little worried about that it might be disrupting the cosmic balance for someone as low as me to accidentally gaze on you. I need a... Am I on the right lane? I'm in the right lane to fight. Squid. Let's kill the squid first. I don't know how to do that heal last time, and I don't like that. Okay, so if I pass forward, I can get past whatever that was. The little binding that got put on my character. There hasn't been status effects before, so this is good to know. Staggering doesn't actually stop them from attacking, it just, they take more damage. I kind of wish it, like, broke attacks or something, because that's how I like feel like it normally does in like other RPGs. But I get it. Same fight coming up. Everyone's at full health, so it's fine. It's not full health, but like decent. Sam, come on. What did I say about negging yourself? That you hate it when I tell the truth and that I should stop. Sam, please, my dear friend, Sam. New, but dear friend, Sam, you're killing me. Being down on yourself just makes people feel bad, man, but you'll never make anyone feel bad if you're saying confident things. Well said. Prithee, do not do thyself such injustice with false compare. Okay, fine, fine. Now say what you meant again without the self-deprecation. It'll be good practice. You mean you want me to say, we'll find out after the fight. Is it... I'm kind of glad that it's still the same song. I like the song. I probably don't need to Ravage attack the dolphin again, but I will do it. Absolutely, 100%. That's... There's not a world in which I can't see that's how this game goes next. I mean, if you're gonna design a video game. Oh, she's doing anime eating. She's gotten into eating food. We were at the restaurant and she didn't want to eat any food. Hey, this isn't Angela. This is Angela? I just met Angela. That is absolutely Angela. She just looks more red in the postcard. When we say, you can do it. I was just saying that Angela doesn't seem like she's restraining her power level when it comes to, looking, you know, pretty. Her pretty power level. It's unlimited. Ah, well, thou must understand, I appear before thee simply as what thou construest in thy imagination, when thou thinkest of the perfect woman. And she's throwing even a wink in there, look at that. He gets it. Thank you for the BuzzFeed quiz recommendation, Well, I appreciate it. We'll do it when we get to the next gas station. Because that'll also be the end of the stream. Because I gotta wake up tomorrow early, because I gotta go drive somewhere. Because I didn't show up on time today. One person. The hottest one possible, in your imagination. Or, I don't know, Angela might be playing a joke. She seems like the kind of person who could play a joke. Buy clothing in every cover and reveal your... Oh, what is it gonna be? I'm so excited. Oh, I gotta keep hitting buttons. I gotta keep hitting buttons, y'all. I stopped hitting buttons. I was like, why is the fight not ending? I hit all the buttons. Okay. We got a fight coming up in 12 kilometers. Oh, wow, really? Well, I guess that sure explains a whole lot, huh? It seems kind of unfair that you can do that, actually. Like, in retrospect, it's kind of obvious, but still. Ka-ka-ka, nay, I jest. It seemed as if it would amuse. I have no such ability. Fucking prankster. Fucking got us. Oh, come on. Haha, ha-ha-ha. Dude, LMAO. Well, you are insanely beautiful, so you can see why I would believe you. Please keep making Sam blush, but I'll be honest, I also believed it. Yeah, to be fair, like, when they make a movie out of this, they're definitely gonna have to make you less hot so it's believable. Also, they'll make me be stoic and silent because nobody will believe that I'm anxious all the damn time. And I'll be too weak to carry the Sword of Fate normally, so they'll make it so I'm just dragging it everywhere with sparks flying. Hey, but the sparks flying is cool. I love sword too big. Sword too big, always fun. It is illegal to falter in the face of evil. It sounds like an Arxis intro. Don't falter in the face of evil. This time, it's for real. Fight. This road is one way. Another fight. I think I'm feeling those sparks right now. My actress will appear to change height wildly betwixt her appearances on screen, with no regard afforded to consistent scale. And Valentine won't change at all, so they'll be like 10 feet tall and able to lift the car overhead with their bare hands. Guys, I think this movie might actually suck. This might be a bad movie, right? I think they usually do. The thing was too big to be called a cord, too big, too thick, too heavy, too rough. It was more like a large hunk of iron. Oh yeah. That's the guts sword. It's basically just a club. Well, I've never hated a movie before, but I've never hated a movie before it was even conceived before. I think this is the coolest I've ever been in my life. Grace, this is even like in the top 10 of cool things you've done in your life. We all need a hype man, we need like a hype person like Sam. We really do. Just need that. Just people like, hell yeah, you're always doing cool shit. You're always getting up to cool stuff. Oh, so you're keeping a list. Atta girl. Wait, what? No. Hey, can I see that list later? I want to know more. I am the hype man. Everybody be hype. Hype as much. Am I going to the right place? I'm going to the right place. I've definitely missed fights before by just going past them. You can just ask me, dear. You don't need to rely on Sam's carefully annotated list. Thank you. I appreciate that. There's no list. I think you can make a list, though. We might have to heal after this fight. Probably not, though. So the healing that we do in fight doesn't actually carry over. Okay. Interesting. I had to reset to get Grace back able to participate, so I guess that like restrains them until the next cycle. That's fine for me because I can like put out more attacks without having to stagger yet. Like I'm building up decent ravages to my normal attacks. I don't need to rely on I won't falter in the face of evil. Though it does instantly stagger. Enough so that it's there's no list. Let me. Oh, I'm almost out of items. I should have bought some more items. So Sam is the point of view and Grace is the protagonist. I think that's what they're going for. There might be a switch up later. 69% health. Nice. Because Grace is the only one who does that last attack yet, but there's a slot there, so I think we can switch it out, like maybe just pass the Sword of Fate along to each other. But then Grace will have to have a different sword. Who's to say? Upcoming fight, let's go. Sam is the best hero. I feel like that's kind of like standard JRPG fare. I don't know if like to go with that, but hey, I'd be down. I like Sam. I like all these characters. They're fun. Let's do big machine devil murders. It does always mess with me when they have like all these like group attacks. And so I'm like, why are you attacking the wrong character? But then I just don't see them because they're like hitting the thing behind them. Oh my god. Stop healing. I will not falter in the face of evil. And by that I mean I will punch you as much as I am allowed to. Oh, it's because Valentine has fire? So if I just don't attack with Valentine, maybe they're getting healed by that. The power of friendship and lesbians. Ooh. This is the longest trip we've had so far. Like, we ran out of story. That's the first time I've seen like element interactions work that way, where like an enemy would get healed by our attack, so we had to like consciously be like, hey, don't use that attack right now. They're being hot. I feel like it's a thing in games where you always gotta make the characters hot. I did appreciate that about, like, there are a lot of hot people in Yakuza 7, but some of them are just normal people. Like, they definitely went through the process of being like, we've got our hot characters and we've got our normal people. Yakuza games are great. Oh yeah. But like, I'd say like, in most of the Yakuza series, I hate how sweaty I am for Itachi. He's got an energy. And those games are definitely filled with subtext and metaphor. And sometimes not even subtext. Sometimes it's just the text. Let's go! I need money. I need money to buy trinkets at the gas station. Okay, so we have to do the taunt attack in order to get it so that the person is like targeting us. So didn't need to do it again. Oh yeah. I honestly agree with you 100%. And even evil licks its wounds to heal sometimes. Okay, maybe we should kill the squid. You're allowed to hit the squid. No! I hit the squid and then they were like, actually, you're gonna hit this person again. I'm like going through the process of like going through every relationship in Yakuza and being like, huh, what was the subtext there? And I stopped at certain ones in 0. I was like, oh wait, what am I doing? You just gotta think about it. You know? Just vibe out. Have a great time. This is a long road trip. I haven't seen a single gas shrine yet.
There's something in the air, the cloud of dust that trails behind us. It's destined to a shame, enough to be divine suggestion.
I'm glad I didn't accidentally equip everyone with fire attacks. That would have been a problem. And definitely something I would have done by accident. Like, I didn't even realize I was like giving them elemental attributes until like partway through the equipment process. I'm trying to avoid names because I know there are people who are streaming some of the Yakuza games and I don't want to drop names of like, oh, what's that, you know? But only like specific characters. Let's get in this fight. Let's fight this person. I am one of those weird people. Like I have not met a lot of people who like Yakuza 6 as much as I did. The Yakuza 6 is my favorite game of the Yakuza series, honestly. Well, it's my favorite story of them. I think Kiwami 2 is the best playing, but like 0 is like the pinnacle of the series. 6 is my favorite story of the Yakuza series. I just really liked it. I thought it was really good. What about Like a Dragon? I'd like a Dragon. But like 6 is like the ending of the Kiryu saga, like as a perfect story. It's like this is encapsulating everything Kiryu's gone through. He's experiencing again like fun ways. I need to stop healing the enemy.
Dive into the dark, pierce into the deep within my heart.
1, 2, and 0. Oh yeah, Onimichi was a little bit of a hassle to walk through. Also, there are definitely some choices. Like Yakuza 6, very easy game. It's like weirdly easy. And a bunch of the fun characters are not there. You're like, oh, what are we doing here? Like a Dragon, though, I really like a Dragon. So much so that I'm like a Dragon's a really good game. And it's definitely a Yakuza game. But I don't want to put it in like, I don't want to compare it to the other Kiryu games because I'm like comparing it like the story of Kiryu over time. I would say my list goes probably 6, 0, Kiwami 2, 5. 5 was fantastic. 5 was actually really good. I think about 5 a lot. I loved 5. Like the kart racer minigame, hell yeah. Pocket circuit racing. 4 is 4. I liked 4 in that I like the characters that are in 4. I did not like any other part of 4. The story was weird. I didn't like playing the video game. The little side games are a little strange sometimes. 3 up there. 3 one of my favorites for sure. Though 3 also did get weird. 4 might have, yeah. 4. So there's the boss fight that happens at the near the end of Kiwami 1, which is just a nightmare fight, and then they do that again near 4. 4 is the only one you beat. Hey, 4 is a great game. 4 also a nightmare. Like doing all of Tanimura's like side quest to like level up his stuff was a bit of a nightmare. It was not great. Okay, I need to heal. I don't know if I'm gonna get to see a grass shrine anytime soon. I have to like start skipping fights because I don't know when I'm gonna see gas shrine or like a shrine at all. Like I don't have. I spent all my healing items on equipment. Goes from darkest. I think that's more of No. That's also like the. That's also the. No wait. Because Valentine was introduced before Grace. Interesting choice. Let me through. Stop putting fights in the way. Oh my god. Here's an observation. Yeah, you know. Sometimes those things just happen. Okay, so I think we were always bound to run out of fuel on this. I think this was like an endless little slog to run out of fuel. That's why we weren't seeing any gas shrines, we weren't seeing any shrines at all. This had to happen. It's like one of those fights you have to lose during an RPG. Well, this fucking sucks. Hey, was there like a single fucking gas station like 160 kilometers? Is that bad? That sounds bad. Is that gonna be a problem? Yeah, it's real bad. A most unfortunate fate. I really fucking hope they don't put this part in the movie. They're gonna push the car. Final Fantasy 15. One of the best intros in a video game of all time, I think, is fucking great. The rest of the game, it's fine. The intro though, fantastic. Oh yeah, we all have moments where you have to. Oh fuck, they're gonna reference it right now. They're referencing the Final Fantasy 15 moment right now in the game. We've all had to push cars at some point. We've all had to change tires on the side of the highway and been like, stop being mad at me, other drivers. They don't care. They're just driving by you. They don't remember you a second afterwards. But in your head, you're like, stop being mad at me, please. I'm sorry. They're definitely gonna put it in the movie and also blast Stand By Me over us being a bunch of dumbasses out of gas. Man, this movie just keeps getting worse and worse. I don't think anyone's gonna watch it at this point. It's probably referencing another movie, and Final Fantasy 15 was also referencing that. But I don't know what movie that is, so. Aw, man. Well, now what? Gas line car. Has your car run out of gas? Yeah. What a terrible thing to have happened, but don't worry, I'm here to tell you about a service I happen to know that can rescue you. The Mojave. Are you a salesperson? The fantasy Mojave. I don't think the normal Mojave has whatever those big old squid tentacles are in the background. Are you a salesperson? Not at all, I'm an app developer. Even scarier. Oh well, that sounds normal. Here at Gasline, we want to make it easy for you to do what you like. Best staying on the road. Think of us as being like a Petro Stop meets Rider. No inconvenient pumps, just a modern app for the driver on the go. Wait, aren't all drivers on the go? Do you want me to tell you about the app or not? I do like the design of this character. My face is in the way. You can't see the design of the character. Give me a second. It's fun. You have a good time. Okay, now my face is back. You have to look at me. I'm sorry. Sorry. Yeah, please. It sounds cool. Do you make it yourself? Yes, technically. I'm the Chief Happening Officer at Gasline. This is predatory marketing. Oh yeah, just waiting on the side of the road to see if someone runs out of gas. They probably bought all the gas stations on the road and closed them down so this would happen. I'm saying that partially as a joke, but also I could 100% believe that happening. How does that work? How does an app fill the tank with gas? Don't you see much of her face as you have your name over it? It happens. Her face is fairly simple, I'll be honest. There's my face gone. And then we have the change text. There we go. World's tastiest game. It's a simple design, but it's well made. At least her face. Just a bunch of big circles. I'm glad you happened to ask. First, you install our app on your phone, then agree to some simple terms of use. It's like telling your lawyers that you're our new friends. Don't like that. Next, when you happen to feel like you're running out of gas, just open up the menu at any time and pick refuel. Always read terms of service. Oh yeah. At Gasline, we guarantee you'll happen to get the same price that you would at the nearest gas station, plus our small convenience fee. Available everywhere within service area. Then you can resume your road trip with the confidence you'll never run out of gas again, so long as you happen to have perfect cell reception on country roads. That's our promise. Please God give us a 5-star review on the App Store. Finally, if we happen to help you out, don't forget to write a review on the App Store. Remember, that's how devs say in business, so please, 5 stars. It's that easy. Oh wow, that is pretty good. I know, but wait, there's more. Because it happens that this is your first time using our servers, I'll waive the convenience fee for you. As Chief Happening Officer, that's just how committed I am to making it happen for you. How dare you, I am the tallest gamer, it says so right there. It says so right there sometimes, it also says I'm the betterest. How do I hit the buttons? Hold confirm to fill tank. Gas tank full. You took all my money. No, now it's the world's hardest gamer. The most dangerous gamers. The most bad guyest gamer. Save over that. Well, dang, cool. Thanks so much. Sorry, what was your name again? I'm Lime. I've got to go now. You know, it's more of an attitude. It's more of it's a way of being. But I'm in constant pain for many reasons, all the time. I hope that in the future, when you happen to think of Gasline, you think of Gasline. I probably won't. Don't forget to give us a 5-star rating, please. Did that really just happen? You know, I thought I knew what the word happen meant, but maybe I don't. Maybe I don't know what any words mean. Oh, be nice, babe. She, helped us with gas. How would it ever just stranded without her? I think it's cool. It saved us from all the cruel indignity of pushing our vehicle to the next town. Okay, but seriously, guys, how's the fuck does an app make gas out of the tank? Okay, we're gonna stop here for now. We're gonna do the BuzzFeed quiz, because I have to wake up early tomorrow, so I need to end the stream relatively soonish. I thought we were gonna get to a gas station sometime soon. I didn't realize the game was gonna be actually no gas stations now. We're not gonna do gas stations for a bit. I played a lot of PS2 and PS1 RPGs, so I always do safe. I don't think that they'll corrupt like they do anymore. That's not a thing that happens, but you know. So We're gonna quit out of this. Bye. We grabbed the BuzzFeed quiz that ALO redeemed a little bit ago. Here it is if you just got here and want to play along at home. I almost played Baba Yetu, but I had to tell myself, no, we're not going to listen to Baba Yetu again. I've been listening to a lot of Baba Yetu. Instead, we're going to listen to Bluefields, which I've also been listening to a lot too. But it's different. It counts. It's something. Display capture. Bam. I remember driving around in a car in Final Fantasy VIII. It's not something I would do often because it cost a gil and I was bad at the game. But still. It's time for some new clothes, so go shopping and reveal your biggest fear. Please, no spiders. By Live Like a Hippie, 777. 220 community tribute points. That's like 1 or 2 quizzes. Choose a red clothing item. We got the sick tied up shirt. You gotta wear it tied up though. You gotta have it like that. You can't like just wear the shirt normally. Can't do that. That's not what's in fashion. This big old I do really like this red sweater that just says tomato soup. Cause it's red. That's the whole thing. We got these red shoes, which look good. I'm into them. Or this red dress. Also looks good. It's got this one of the arms. I don't know. I'm really feeling this big old sweater that says tomato soup. We got an ad. Oh no. Did like an ad cover up the whole page? I've never had that happen on the BuzzFeed site, but also I installed AdBlock recently because it kept showing information on the side. I don't want that there. I guess maybe I've been having weird sites where they're now just like popping up big old ads all the time. Weird. Oh, I meant on stream. How did that happen? I don't have ads running. Oh, being buried alive. For some reason, maybe you've watched a few horror movies that didn't sit well with you. Oh, it's true. It was Genshin. Oh, they're making big Genshin dollars on me. You know, it's really funny. I clicked into Varlden stream earlier, and I saw a Genshin ad, and I thought I'd make a joke about watching a Genshin ad. I was like, oh, we're getting that big Genshin money now. Now I'm doing the same joke. I made that joke in my head a few hours ago. I'm doing it now. Look at that. I'm wearing this big old sweater that says tomato soup. It looks cool. I would wear this in real life. If someone told me I could buy this for like 20 bucks, I'd buy it. 40 bucks? Maybe not. 30 bucks? It depends on the day. But 20 bucks for sure. Choose something orange. As we all know, orange is one of my brand colors. Look at that. I'm changing my personal aesthetic to be more orange from black and blue as it normally was to orange. I like these shoes. They do look like Nike, not Nike. They look like a Nerf gun. They look a lot like a Nerf rifle. It's certainly a choice. There's this orange. I think this is it's not a halter top. It's a. Oh my god, crop top. Holy shit! I freaking forgot the names of things. I like orange. Hey, I also like orange. I can't keep. It's a sports. I think it's a sports bra. I think it goes a little bit. Oh, actually, I think you're right. I thought it went a little bit further down. Oh, this is the song I was listening to on AO stream. I was like, I need to add this to my playlist. It's fucking rad. I don't want to keep picking orange sweaters because I think like I'll stick with picking orange sweaters all the time. I also don't like this at all. I like the hat. I don't want the orange. I don't want the sweatshirt that comes with it. I don't need that in my life. I've worn this. I have a Spotify playlist that I've put together. I've just grabbed a bunch of game soundtracks that I know won't get me pinged for anything. I had the Mario 64 stuff on there before, and then I was like, oh hey, you get hit for Mario 64 stuff. You won't get hit for like Sonic Sax. People play soundtracks all the time. It is not royalty free. It is all video game music. Though selected to be like video game music that won't get you hit. I'm gonna pick these Nerf shoes. I think the problem is the yellow socks. I think if the yellow socks weren't here, I wouldn't see like Nerf gun. Sonic Tracks Rule, they're fucking great. I need to play the Sonic racing games. Cause you know? Fun times. I would say if you want to get like a mix together, go to Spotify or like go to like YouTube, because you can definitely just go to YouTube and type in like Nintendo lo-fi mix and you'll like find something that probably won't get you hit. You gotta find some stuff like that. You can't just play it. Sometimes the Nintendo stuff will get you, but like JRPG tracks to chill and vibe to, you'll find those will be great. Choose a yellow item. These big old socks that say beer. Oh fuck. I like these big old yellow boots. Oh man. I like these giant yellow boots. I will never wear them, but I appreciate that they exist. I like them quite a lot. Oh, we get more options here. Why do we have more options than the other ones? The socks. The socks say beer. I don't know if I can like walk around with giant socks that say beer and do, I feel like a poser. I'd be like, I don't drink this much beer. I drink like White Claws. Oh yeah, no, that's. I mean, if you're doing it ironically, if I'm doing it ironically, I'm gonna go for the yellow shoes ironically. Even though I wear them with such sincerity in my heart, I'd make it seem like I'm wearing them ironically. There's also just these Vans, those kind of mustardy Vans, but also this fucking big ass yellow raincoat, which I'm very into. I'm gonna get this big ass yellow raincoat. It's kind of cyberpunky. It's also like, oh, a fucking big. I like the hoodie. I like the black little lines of the hoodie. I think it's also partially, I think the guy's just like the pose he's doing, like making me like, oh, I like this hoodie a bit. But like this, I like the fucking giant big pink, like purple glasses. I would drawstring. That's what they're called. I would get contacts for the sole purpose of being able to wear glasses like that all the time. Or I would not get LASIK because LASIK will freak me out. I would get contacts for that. But I'm gonna wear this big fucking puffy yellow jacket. I love it. Choose a green item. A volunteer t-shirt. A graphic tee. These green Vans. Green kicks. Green sneakers. Don't need my glasses to see. Yeah, I need my glasses to see too, but if I get contacts, I wear those cool yellow. Or I get prescription purple things like this. I would not get prescriptions with these, that'd be a nightmare. This forest green thing that says happiness. Or this. I like this shade of green. So I like this forest green thing that says happiness. I tried to do contacts once and like my eyes kept watering and I couldn't get used to them. I tried them for like 2 weeks. I think if I wore them for a little bit longer, I would have gotten more used to it. They screw with your eyes. That's awful. I know mine was because of my astigmatism. Like I got pretty bad astigmatism, so like my contacts would have to like constantly adjust. But like, you know, sometimes. There are Groupons for LASIK, and they always do it to me a bit. I'm gonna get this dress. I like this dress. Contacts fine. Oh no. I hope everything's fine though. I'm gonna get this green dress. I like it. It's cool. I like the color. I like everything about it. If these shoes were forest green, oh well, you wore them. Okay, but you're fine now. That's good. Mine were just like I would have to like close my eyes and like wipe them all the time. It was a real problem. But certainly not as bad as being blind. Being blinded by them at all. Blue. Is this blue? This looks like it's white, but like a blue light underneath it. This is a blue tank top. I'm not a person who wears tank tops. I'm also not a person who wears Daisy Dukes. But this also might just be a skirt, a jeans skirt, a denim skirt. I keep wanting to call them like jorts, but like a skirt version of. The words are all stumbling out of my mouth. As soon as I took them out. Okay, that's good. I might go with this blue dress again. I don't know if I want to wear a denim skirt. And these shoes don't look blue. And I don't want to wear a tank top. I don't have the power to wield a tank top. I'm gonna go with this blue dress. Purple. That's certainly a choice for purple. I like these fucking shoes though. Holy shit. Also these big old purple. Are these socks? Are these like walking around slippers? House slippers? They look like they got a bit of a heel to them. The socks though. Eyes are so bad that I can't use contacts that curve the lens. Might have to be. So is it like an astigmatism problem? Because that's kind of what happened to mine. Yours sounds a little bit like much worse though. I don't know. I like these, but they look like they have like an actual rubber sole. Those are cabin socks. See, I'm more of a wear flip-flops around the house, or like wear no shoes or socks at all. I'm not normally like a socks person. I had like a pair of my sister got me a pair of like these like walking around Ugg shoes almost. I think they were like literally Uggs, but like they were nice. They're somewhere around here. Actually, I see one right there. It's fine. I gotta get them ready for the winter. I still walk around with the flip-flops during winter. I switched like a year ago to be like, I'm a flip-flops and winter person now in the house, not when I'm outside. I'm not wearing flip-flops outside during the winter. Unless I need to go get like the mail or something. Rope Snake! Thank you for the subscription, I really appreciate it. This game looks kinda cool. It is cool. What was your favorite part? Pants, shoes, cabin socks, or big old purple hoodie? Slibro. Hey. Yes, absolutely. I have not mentioned the booty in the room, but it's there. We all have to reckon with the booty at sometimes. But yeah, how you doing, Rope Snake? I wear socks when it's like I'm a purple hoodie video. They got your options for purple hoodies. I'm gonna go with these fucking sick ass shoes though. They look great. All that, yeah. Bam. Oh fuck. I forgot what we were doing a quiz on. I forgot that I'm gonna have to reckon with the fact that I will be buried alive. Or I guess that's my biggest fear. Yay, we're both being buried alive. Isn't that fun? For some reason you fear being buried alive. Oh, I can think of a few good reasons why. Maybe you've watched a few horror movies that didn't sit well with you. Or maybe the concept is just a little freaky. Maybe that's just awful, you know? Anyhow, Right in the Dark. Hey, that'd be involved in that. Or did you got that on the quiz? That makes more sense. For the Dead Space. Oh, Dead Space is also on my list of games to play during No Scare November. But I don't have enough time to play through all of them, so I really need to make some choices. Anyhow. That's gonna be the end of the stream, y'all, actually. I gotta wake up early tomorrow to go drive somewhere and probably have to do some other stuff and just really have a thing. Go up Sunday, Dead Space 3. I was thinking about that, honestly, but I want to play the first 2 Dead Space games to do that. Night. Thanks, y'all, for stopping by. I really appreciate it, and thank you again for the subscription, Rope Snake. Yeah. Hi, y'all. Bye. I will say again, tomorrow I'll be playing through Rhythm Doctors. I was going to play it last time, but I played this game instead on Tuesday because I was excited it came out. But I'm excited to play Rhythm Doctors. I played a little bit of it before, but I haven't gotten very far. It'll be fun. But also on Thursday, on Friday, it will be golf day, where we'll be playing some Golf with Friends with a Lithid. And anybody else who wants to come on by, if y'all have Golf with Friends, it's a good game. Find out. Yeah. You can play the first 2 during October. If I have time, I could... But I'd also... Oh, there's a lot of games. Yeah, I'm gonna go find someone to raid real fast. Yeah. Thanks y'all for stopping by. Gotta pop over here. Probably gonna do something quick. Yeah, okay. You have Golf with Friends. Come on by on Thursday, Rope Snake. Come on by. Come play with us. Come be in the Discord. Join the Discord. Play Golf with Friends with us. Or don't join the Discord. Play Golf with Friends with us regardless. If you've got time. I'm actually going to throw right over to Fetchbug. Because I was going to be buried alive, and I feel like Fetchbug will help me process that. But I'll keep that suggestion in mind. I feel like Fetchbug mentioned something about dressing up as Pinhead today. If y'all like Hellraiser, I'd love to. I'd appreciate that. Yeah, I'd love to play Golf with Friends with you. That'd be great. They are doing Makeup Monday, dressing up as Fetchbug. Not Fetchbug, as Hellraiser. Pinhead. I don't think his name is Hellraiser. I think his name is Pinhead. Anyhow, thanks y'all. Really appreciate it. Bye-bye.